Everybody, welcome. We are in episode 12 of The Dragon's Demand. Please take a moment to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Today we're missing Cameron. He's out enjoying the summer. So obviously his character is most likely going to perish tonight. Don't tell him. Health.
Or just stand there with his arms crossed.
Yeah. He'll just find out in the video.
He'll just be in a T-pose the whole time.
Yeah. Everyone make a save. Cameron, you perish. All right. Last time we deviated from our typical Pathfinder 2e rules to introduce the infiltration mechanics into the game. Remember that? That was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I had a great time with that and with the narrative approach. So tell us what you thought about it below. That's awesome. If you didn't see the episode, you missed out because that was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Next week, we will be off as I have a banquet to attend to for our regular game. However, tentatively now, I believe Zach and I will be discussing D&D 5e Wizards, why they are OP and how we might be able to modify our game based on old school rules that D&D once employed. So we'll see if Zach can still get around to getting that done or not. If not, we'll do it like a week later or whatever. That's how things work here. We just kind of like show up when we want. So how is everybody doing tonight? Doing good?
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Ready for a heist.
Doing all right.
Well,
All right.
failed heist.
Yeah.
Heist number 2.
Yeah. So, okay. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Here we go. Previously, our heroes had been employed by Baroness Devi. Their task was to remove the kobolds from the flooded quarry by any means. The kobolds had been working with the now deceased Barthas Hunclay to bring down the witch tower, the last remnants of the fallen Castle Tula. Our heroes successfully removed the kobolds by defeating their kobold chieftain Rogaz. Along the way, they freed humans from the town who were being used as slave labor and received a reward for their freedom. Good job, guys. They also befriended the kobold Nighttail, who claimed the kobold eggs from the hatchery once the chieftain fell. But they also met the dying kobold seer Jakol, who warned our adventurers of the scaly beast Rogaz was serving, something called a Teparax. Jakol said a Teparax brought chaos and darkness. Our heroes returned to claim their reward from Baroness Devi, but after receiving their prize, the Baroness gave them the cold shoulder. And not slow and seductive either, just literally, just bam. She said Hunclay's manor needed to be cleaned and cleared and cataloged so that the wealth within could be returned to Hunclay's next of kin, but that she did not trust our adventurers. Trust issues. You need to do a fall test.
I wonder what happened there.
She was
Manipulation issues, more like.
Yeah, she was calling the wizards from Wistful to handle the task. Bassie, the oldest gnome in Belheim, soon met with the adventurers. She admitted to poisoning their relationship with the Baroness for personal reasons. Seriously. I've known a few people like that. That's how I got the idea. Nobody here. Let's pretend that's true. No, I'm kidding. All right. Bassie runs the Witch Bazaar, a black market of sorts in Belheim. She explained that Hunclay kept a ledger that, if found, would spell the end for the Witch Bazaar and herself personally. She offered the party 500 gold pieces if they could sneak into the Hunclay manor without disturbing Hunclay's personal items and retrieve the ledger. The only problem was that the key to the manor was now in the Baroness's bedroom safe. The party agreed, not feeling like they owed any allegiance to the Baroness. But their talk was interrupted by the Baroness's son, Arnhold. Though Bassie and the Baroness didn't flinch when hearing about a Teparax, Arnhold wanted answers. He told the adventurers that a Teparax was the greatest black dragon to fall during the dragon plague by the hands of Tula Belheim's forces. He was concerned that a Teparax was still alive, but Bassie laughed in his face, reminding Arnhold that a Teparax's body had been in the dragon fen for centuries.
Look at the bones.
Yeah, Arnold was not pleased, and he left dejected. Our heroes scouted Devi Manor, planning their heist, and ended up, nearly botching the whole thing, actually, honestly. The safe that held the key was trapped. When they finally opened it, it exploded in a loud bang, waking the entire Devi Manor. Our infiltrators scattered, leaping from windows and racing into the night. The one smart move came from Dr. Miksi, who tossed a necklace that he had from the fallen kobolds beside the safe. That was pretty brilliant. Now, with the key to Hunclay's manor in hand, but the town waking to the sudden disturbance, our heroes race along the shores of the appropriately named Rogue Creek. Will our heroes try to make their way to the Hunclay Manor now, or will they abandon their mission for fear of getting caught? Let's find out. So that's where we stand, everybody. We are out along the trail there, along the edge of the road. Dr. Miksi running along here. Brannok. Who knows what's going to happen to him?
Does he?
He did go out a different way, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Does he dive in the river and get washed away as an escape?
Who knows? You're gonna have to find out next week, because I may have a secret plan for Brannok now, since he was separated from the group. Always take an opportunity to mess with players. So right now you guys are running along the Green Hill Road, which is running parallel to the Rogue Creek. Dr. Miksi is in the horse bin, or the horse area over there. What do you guys want to do?
Well, Dr. Miksi is hiding in the horse pen, watching towards the Devi Manor, and he's going to wait for Brannok for a couple of minutes. He's getting worried.
All right, as you sit there in the dark, the horses around you settling in with your presence. You know, they probably were a little bit, kind of came over and looked at you or whatever when you got near, but you've been there for a minute or two. They kind of ignore you. You look out into the dark. You see that you see soldiers chasing a wolf out into the woods as people start yelling. Someone comes to the window that you leaped out of and calls out into the night. Someone you don't know, but you hear a masculine voice yell out, "They exited here! Do you see them out there?" And you hear another soldier yell out from over by the other pen, which you can see right there. He yells out, "I believe there's some tracks over here. Let's follow them."
Shit. I think Dr. Miksi hesitates a little and then scurries by the fence line and hops it and tries to run north.
All right, you do that. You scurry into the night. You don't seem to catch the eye of anybody. You're pretty small, and you're probably almost like running underneath the pens as you run out of the area. Where are you heading to, Dr. Miksi?
Rendezvous, Sunset House. I try to find some foliage to hide in.
All right, go ahead and move yourself near the Sunset House. The rest of you arrive near the entrance of the Sunset House, somewhere around wherever you guys want to be. You can tell me.
Does anybody in our group know? Shadwick is like, "Hey, is running. Let's get on the trail, quick, as quick as we can. I don't like all this trying to hide around here. Just gotta look normal, gotta look natural."
In an area we're not supposed to be in.
At the Sunset House?
But yeah, that works.
So anyways, yes, we hustle over there.
Okay. Well, you end up moving over toward the Sunset House. As you do nearby, you see a woman standing out in the grave area. She seems to be digging, and as she does, she sings a merry tune. She looks up. She looks over at. She's going to look over at Shadwick as you come wandering by. She smiles at you and she says, "Oh, joyous. Are you out for a stroll?"
I'm gonna make sure that I'm at this point walking east-southeast. So even if she was, if originally I was kind of walking at a northeast direction, I'm gonna immediately start heading southeast, and then walking up, kind of up towards the opening to the cemetery.
Sure.
Right. Sort of coming in from the bridge. In other words. I'm effectively trying to do a deception there, right? I was like, this is the direction I was coming from. Clearly not coming from the Devi Manor. So
okay,
if you'd like a deception, I'd be happy to roll that.
No, she smiles at you as you wander up, and she's holding the shovel in her hand, and she says, I sure do dig the night air.
That's a good one. You're not still burying those kobolds, are you?
Oh no. I'm always ready for the next one to go into the grave. One can't be too sure who that might be.
Ominous, I guess.
And it's a
night.
fun place to dance. Don't you like to dance? She kind of
Do I recognize
moves
her?
her feet, and she uses the shovel almost as a partner for a moment. And she stops.
Pole dance on the shovel.
Well, no, it's more like a partner. Like she's moving it around, and then as she kind of like holds her hand out with this kind of shovel, almost like she's leading the dance. She looks over at you, and she says, "And what brings you about town, my friend, Shadwick?"
Oh, same thing as the last couple nights. We were looking around for ghosts, trying to see if we can find any. We're always worried about the town after that witch tower. Just trying to do our own, trying to do our duty here. Did anybody tell you about the haunts that we found down there? He likes this story, right? He likes to tell people about it.
Yeah. She says no. No one told me about the haunts. She grabs the shovel like this, and she kind of stomps forward, dump, 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 pat through the gate and over just outside the gate toward you, and she stands there holding the shovel almost defensively, and she leans into you and she says, "I like haunts."
Well, I didn't mind these ones. They didn't really affect us, thankfully. But I shudder to think what could have happened. But he'll tell her. He'll tell her about the one that we ended up giving her. They like feeding the gristle to.
Absolutely. She has kind of like long, stringy black hair. She's wearing a kind of a reddish cloak, and it's partially open because of the warmer night, summer sort of rays. So she has, you can kind of see her under cloak just kind of open up there. She seems like someone who would be fairly tedious in their task. Their clothes seem to be well put together, but the way they move around, she definitely has a certain chaotic mannerism about her.
She plays with dead bodies, so you know.
Is there anything else you want to do as you're sitting? She hears your story and she grins at you.
Well, I mean, the last piece. Yeah, I'm sort of just saying that's what we're out here looking for, and I'll ask her if she's seen anything around the graveyard, around the cemetery.
Seen? Why no? I only see you.
Well, yes, but we are searching for ghosts. If you've seen anything, let me know. We'll help to take care of them.
Oh, there are ghosts here all the time. We have long conversations.
Well, perhaps we could be one of those ghosts tonight. And he'll let's see here. What do I got on me here? He'll reach into his pocket and he'll grab a gold piece out.
A whole gold piece. Okay.
Yeah. And he'll hand it to her.
She takes it and she holds it up and kind of uses the moonlight to reflect the gold. And she kind of like looks at it and she smiles and she says, Western coins. I have not seen one of these in a while. She smiles and she plops it into her purse and she tugs the purse tight and she grins at you. She says, "Now, what did you want?"
We're seeking ghosts. We are also ghosts. And then have a good evening, ma'am. we are nothing but ghosts.
She turns and she walks through the arch of the cemetery, and she looks over to her shovel and she says to it, "Those were the most real ghosts I've ever seen." And she begins walking back into her task of digging the hole that she was digging.
Dr. Miksi has a great idea for sending a message from the tree cover that he's hiding in.
All right, what do you want to do?
I use a bit of my alchemy materials to create a match, and I instruct Ophelia, my snake familiar, to walk out into the open, light a match, and wave.
Okay. You're right. Where
With its manual dexterity.
where the woman can see you.
Well, it's a tiny creature. I'm assuming it would be kind of hard to determine what it is.
Yeah, let's see what happens. She immediately catches the flame being sparked, right? And she runs over to the edge of the of kind of like the barrier, like the stone wall that it separates the cemetery from the rest of the land. She looks over and she leans over and she kind of squints her eyes a little bit, and she says, "Oh, now the ghosts are being playful.
Dr. Miksi
Come back and play later. I'm busy."
Miksi tries to get Ophelia tries to get the party's attention and then snuffs the match and comes back.
The rest of you can see it if you choose to. If you want, look over there. It's easy to see a spark. It's happening in the middle of them.
You see a snake head holding a match, and then another snake head, and another, and they form a hand, and they wave.
All right, let's go that way.
Yep. So,
All right. The rest of you gather around Dr. Miksi at the edge of the woods. You can hear people wandering up where Zerbari just seems to be lingering. I'm guessing he's actually up there with the rest of you.
Yeah, he's with us.
You can see people running over kind of toward the edge of the where the Verduran Fork meets the Rogue Creek, and you can hear very distant voices kind of calling to each other, probably searching the area.
Good. You guys noticed the message. Did you see that woman there? There's something definitely wrong with her brain.
Yes.
She's dead things.
She's the gravedigger.
Should I add her to my list of patients? Or do we need to make her quiet?
She likes ghosts. I think she'll be okay.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of other people looking for us. We need to lay low.
We need to get into the mansion.
Then we have to
Zach,
cross
you're
the
muted, by the
road.
way.
You're like a bunch of chickens. All right.
Zach,
as you approach,
you're muted.
as you wander in the clump of woods, you can see the tent where the soldiers are. As you do so, you can see one of the soldiers is standing outside the tent right now. He appears to be looking around, kind of almost like looking up and down the road as he stands in the doorway of the tent.
Let's wait for a minute and wait for him to go back inside. Shadwick's just like, go, stay down.
All right, as you
Did we
stand,
determine, is anybody a expert in stealth?
Hold on, I think I am.
in stealth,
Because I think expert will let us do follow the expert.
I'm only trained in stealth.
Yeah, I think we only had some trains.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
I'm an expert
unfortunate.
in thievery.
Ooh, well, somebody's gonna have to get extra stealthy.
Well, we're not getting close to that tent yet. By the way, we're staying in the woods. But
Yeah.
I do have an idea. I think we should try to go. Okay. So what we saw last time when we did a stakeout near the tent, we hung out with those guards. They sort of hang out inside most of the time, and then every once in a while they sort of like realize they're supposed to do a patrol, and they walk up near the house, and then they look around, and then they go away again.
Yeah.
I think we should try to come up and around, maybe even around the witch tower, up and around to the back of the Hunclay estate, and then have somebody who's stealthy spot and wait for them to come out, do their quick round, head back inside, and at that point we should all sneak around the south, from the north side of the house down around the south side of the house and up to the entrance.
Works for me.
So we need somebody to send another signal. Somebody sneaky.
No, just somebody needs to be watching from the corner, just hiding at the corner from the top, like the back corner here. That should be enough for us to see them leave the tent, walk up the trail, right? And the rest of us can just hide behind the building, completely out of sight, so they won't see us. And as far as I recall, they never went up and around the building or anything. They just walked up towards the building and then away again.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Well, I'm the smallest one here, and I'm very sneaky. It says so on my character sheet.
give you an idea. Each one of those squares that you see is roughly 30 to 40 feet. Kind of giving a rough idea.
Okay,
So we go through the woods, up to the east, around the witch tower through those woods. It's going to take us an hour to get all the way around here.
All right, let's have you do a group. Let's have you go ahead and do a group stealth roll. Go ahead and everyone roll it, and we'll just do a group.
Everybody roll?
Yeah.
All right.
Dr. Miksi coming in solid. Zabari coming in Zabari.
Ooh, not bad.
Not bad.
Over here.
I'll make a diversion. I'll engage these guys and keep their attention away while you run in behind.
Wait, no, we need you in there.
He just keeps tripping.
Well, you guys are moving across. You guys are moving down the old Query Road and parallel to it in the woods.
Yep.
But you guys are mostly quiet. Does Zabari want to branch off and run up and talk to the people in the tent, or does he want to continue to round the witch tower?
We need you in the estate. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I will kind of be distanced from the guys so that the attention will come to me rather than them. Just on the off chance that they notice.
You like hang back in case you have to split.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. You spend, let's call it, that's actually a lot of minutes. You spend about an hour rounding the witch tower, getting yourself to about here at the edge of the field up there. It's quite a distance away. I mean, remember it's dark right now.
Yeah, and like I said, I wanted to get behind the house so that we're not just like walking through the field here where we could be spotted.
Yep, but this is where you're currently at right now. So I know your goal is to get there, but you currently are here, and it took you, because of the randomness of the dice roll, a long time. Maybe you ran into some more hazards. Some of the trees were down. You had to circumvent things.
That's fine. What I'm getting at is there's a hill, right, and I can see the line.
Yeah.
So instead of being here, I guess I would rather be here because it's
below that's
the
fine.
hill.
That's fine.
Okay.
But you're in that general area.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where you get, and you can see that the small lights, and Zabari, you're with them if you want to be, and you can see that by the time you've come around here, most of the activity that was around the tent has since gone away. The tent is open. You can see that the tent door is open, but there's a torch outside that's burning, just outside the door. So it's lighting the immediate area around the torch.
That's what it was like last time, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm. There's probably somebody inside, though you can't see them. You can only guess. However, it is possible that the soldiers, one or more of the soldiers, could be walking around out there.
True. We're hoping that they are acting similar to how they did the other night.
You also notice, I will tell you, that at the bridge here, you see activity at the bridge where soldiers are talking to the two guards that are at the bridge right now. Mm. They don't seem to be noticing or looking up to you. They seem to be having a conversation, and they're pointing around.
So we see them having torches and stuff.
Yeah, they're carrying torches, and they're sort of like they're talking and they're pointing and they're doing like this, and they're probably having a conversation. You could guess that it might have something to do with you guys, or with whoever had broken into the estate.
Yeah, definitely not us.
No, I wouldn't. Don't want to accuse you of anything.
I think it was that Brannok guy.
Us criminals?
It might have been Brannok.
Yeah, it might have been Brannok.
We don't even know him.
Yeah, might have been.
I just met the guy like a couple days ago.
I literally signed some of his organs in my more egotistical surgery moments. I'm very implicated if they get their hands on him.
This liver says Dr. Miksi. All right.
What? It's some of my best work.
In ink.
Okay, so there's where you're at. That's what you kind of see as you near the estate. What would you like to do?
And so I want to sneak further west and get around behind it. And then who did we nominate to be the lookout?
I think it was Miksi.
I'm pretty small. Yeah, I can hide in a hole if need be.
Excellent. So you do lookout.
Not really a hole kind of goblin though, but I'll do it.
Okay, Dr. Miksi, why don't you give me a perception roll, and we'll kind of play it as based on how well you do with your perception roll.
Perceive. My goblin eyes see it at 21.
All right, as you stare out into the night, you can see clearly that the soldiers remain in the tent. One of the soldiers from that group that was by the bridge actually is walking over down the old quarry road. You see that he calls out to someone to the south you cannot see, and you vaguely hear a southern voice call back. So they apparently are looking around for you guys right now, or looking around for whoever might have been out in the field. They don't appear to be going north of the old quarry road right now.
Are we able to make it to the back of the estate?
Yes, you can get to the back of the estate because it's a hill back there, and you can kind of wrap around the back of the hill. Easy enough.
Zabari, you're with us. Come on.
All right. What you can notice that the estate is made as you've been near it before. You can see this estate is made out of thick, cold stone, worked stone. It's heavily integrated and well made. You don't see any windows in this place. It's almost like a tomb in itself. You do see far up above and a glass dome. You don't know if it's possible, if there's even a way to get in if you wanted to climb up there. If there even and how thick that glass might be, and breaking the glass might cause
loud.
Cause more attraction than you want. So you're the only two ways you know of is maybe somewhere breaking into that glass and somehow, or going to the front door, which you do have the key to now.
Which we do have the key. Yep.
I think we just got to time it and then go through the front. It's probably the easiest.
Barry, are you with them?
I am with them.
All right, we'll move.
He's got an extra token down there. You could probably delete that one.
I'm sorry.
All right.
I'd love to have two Zabaris on this mission when it goes
now we have
south.
no Zabaris. We went from 2 Zabaris to no Zabaris.
All right, I'm coming back.
All right, there
I am.
Yeah.
I'm
Maybe we
waiting.
should just bring Brannok in too.
All right, so Dr. Miksi, you're going to be over in this area, huh?
Yeah.
Doing some spots. As soon as you give us the all clear, we'll come sneak around. We'll keep our stealth going, and we'll stealth around to the front and use the key.
All right.
Okay, worst case, I pop a smoke ball and I run. Then they'll know something's going on, but they won't see us.
Okay.
Right. I try to stay really low, scrambling around.
You slide up.
Find
you
a
slide up
topiary or something. I'll carry it.
Sure. You slide up along the side of the building. There surprisingly is no topiaries. There's nothing. They really have no foliage nearby this place. It was almost like built as a very business-like activity. There's nothing that distinguishes itself in any fashion of art or any type of interesting
flat stone.
There's no decor.
No decor, right? It's very bland. You which almost makes it worse because now you're sliding up against the edge of the building, hoping that the shadows alone will keep you secure. You run up to the kind of the corner as you get to the southeast corner of the building. You look around. As you do, you see people coming from the south. Maybe a group of like 6 soldiers. They seem to be almost swathing through the road south of the old quarry road in the forest. They seem to be calling out. They might be performing some kind of a search. It's been a little over an hour since you've left the place. You can see across the bridge, down to Candleclear Road, people's lights are randomly coming on. You think that people might be alerted to just the general din of the night noise.
Do I see anybody carrying a light source north of the old quarry road?
Not right now. You do see a light glowing around the Dalen's furs near the bridge. There's probably a couple soldiers there. From your angle, you can't really see them, but you probably see the fires moving around there. You've since probably realized that they have soldiers that man the bridge at night, at least one, and they are probably still there. They probably won't come and investigate as they have a station.
And there's the torch on the tent here you mentioned.
Yeah, the torch is still there on the tent. You don't see anybody in or around the tent.
I think Dr. Miksi sneaks back to the party and goes, "They're still south of the quarry road, but people are waking up. We either got to get out of here or we got to get in there.
All right, if they're not coming up, maybe it's time then.
Yes, we must move as quick as possible.
Let's go and make sure we leave the door the way we found it.
All right, you sneak along the edge of the Hunclay Manor, trying to make yourself as small as possible as you move through the area. You kind of have to emerge from the shadows of the left by the moon into the moonlight for just a brief minute or just a brief little passage. You quickly, one by one, dart across it like thieves in the night, entering into the entryway of the Hunclay Manor. Let me bring up the map now. All right, you can put yourself obviously near the bottom of the ground floor there. All right, as you get near the Hunclay Manor, let's see what is going to happen. All right, you can see that as you near it, you can see the grisly charred spot is in front of the door. Something recently caused a lot of damage, most likely to someone standing right here. You see this massive, thick door. It almost seems too big. It's almost 5 feet wide and close to 7.5, maybe 8 feet tall. It's one door. It's not a pair of double doors. And it pushes in. There's one keyhole here. There seems to be a decorative window in the door, but there's no light coming from behind the window. The window is glass, is amber, and it has black wrought iron kind of like decorations through it. Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty.
I feel like it'd be prudent to check for traps quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I'll do detect magic.
Okay.
Just be quiet. Shh.
All right. As you look at you're detecting magic on it, you don't see any magic on the door itself. You may, but some magical traps are difficult to determine just by looking at them.
Okay.
Let me do you look at the door, you kind of like examine the door lock very closely. You don't seem to see any specific signs that there might be a magical trap here. It may be whatever charred this creature has burned the trap away, or you just might not be up to the task.
All right, Slick Willy. You ready?
Yes.
All right, what do you want to do?
I suppose I have the key. Go up and try
Dr.
to...
Miksi is
Mr.
keeping
Boom
lookout.
himself.
All right, you walk up, sliding the key, and the key turns easy enough. When you do, you hear a series of 4 individual locks disengage. What do you want to do?
Well, can I do a quick search?
Absolutely.
Since the safe blew up in my face after I opened it.
All right, you look around, examining all of the different edges. Maybe look at the floor, checking this, kind of pressing the stone a little bit. Everything at this point seems to be telling you that there is nothing more than a door here that you just unlocked with the key.
All right, let's go. Push it open in here and grab Shadwick because it's pitch black. The 2 humans are just bumbling around in the dark. Well,
Oh, that's fair.
All right,
I'll do the same for Zabari.
You're gonna push open the door, right?
yeah, slightly.
Okay. I'll reveal the area, and then we'll go from there. All right, let me bring that up.
Lovely. It's got an area rug. Really brings the room together.
Yeah, it really ties it all. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me read what this room has to say. This floor to this well-appointed entry hall is adorned with 2 expensive quadran rugs and decorated with several overstuffed leather sofas. 24 paintings with gilded frames hang on the wall, portraits and landscapes, all of exquisite artistry. To the north sits a large birdcage. Wooden doors open in the east and west walls, and an elaborate spiral staircase of iron both ascends and descends to the southeast corner.
Nice. Are we inside then?
Nope, I'm telling. This is exactly what you see when you open the door. What do you guys want to do? So you can tell me if somebody wants to go in, everybody wants to go in, nobody wants to go in.
I'm
I want
following
to
Slick
go in.
Willy.
We're all going in.
Yeah.
Real quick, like.
Go in and shut the door.
Yep.
Mhm.
First in.
All right. So you step into the door. Is there anything else you want to do other than stepping into the door?
Close the door.
Shut the door.
Okay. You close the door behind you.
Sabari.
Upon the door closing, you hear the 4 locks. Is there anything else
Is
you
there a
want to do?
keyhole on this side of the door?
There appears to be, yes.
No.
Oh, crap!
So it's dark in here?
It is dark, other than those who might have light of some sort, be able to see in the dark.
So is the glass dome in this room?
No.
Or is that
Nope.
probably upstairs?
Probably upstairs. So you've stepped in here. You've kind of got in here. You hold the door. It's completely dark in here unless you have dark vision, which I believe everybody here does, except for Shadwick and Zabari.
Zabari, yeah.
Zavari, I've got a dark vision potion which I'm going to take.
How long does it last?
That'll last you 10 minutes.
No, we don't want to be in here much longer than that anyway.
No, it should be good.
All right.
If it goes out, let me try to find you. I can maybe make another one quick to get us out. Don't light a torch.
And I have my goggles, so I can do the same.
What I'm going to do is let's go around and give everybody something to do, and then that way nobody's left out. So Zabari's going to pull out his potion and quaff it. You have 10 minutes on your potion of dark vision.
I'll do the same with my goggles. Low light vision and dark vision for 10 minutes.
Okay, so we should be good.
Zavari's going to walk up to the sofa and just press the cushion with his hand.
Well, hold on. Everyone gets a chance to do something. You took out the potion and you drank it. So Shadwick pulled out his goggles, donned them, and clipped them on. I'm gonna ask Vamir, what would you like to do while they're doing that?
I'm going to, now that we're beyond the door, I kind of want to do a detect magic in this area. Might move to this door and see if I can feel anything beyond it.
All right, I gotta see what you have for. Here. Okay, Shadwick, Vamir, as you walk over. Where are you looking for the magic exactly?
Behind this door.
Okay, you walk over and look for magic, and as you walk over, you get a strange feeling that actually something around this rug right here. If I can get my token up here, I'm a little out of practice with doing this now. Something about the area around here, as you pass by, you start feeling that there is something wrong with this rug. You kind of walk off and you're looking like there's something wrong with this. That's so. What do you want to do other than the fact that you walked over and cast detect magic? I guess that's your action. So let's go. Yeah. That's your 3 actions. So let's go now to Dr. Miksi. Dr. Miksi, what do you want to do?
I guess I'm gonna examine the door.
Which
I want to see if the door we came in. I want to make sure that it's shut, and also I guess I want to peek out the window.
Okay, you have to walk over where it kind of we got to kind of walk over between Zabari and Slick to do that. Just look out the window.
I climb up Zabari to look up the window.
Okay, you climb on the back of Zabari's shoulders.
Hold on, real quick. Let me see.
Okay, as you look out the window, what you're going to notice, it is actually think of it like almost like a modern day iPad. As you look at it, it's a screen. It's kind of like a shimmering an image. And as you do, you can see through the outside, almost like looking out the full front, not just through the thin slit, but actually you get to see the full front of the house as you're looking through it. And as you move your eyes around back and forth, you can kind of get different perspectives. You can see in the distance the soldiers moving around. It's almost like some kind of a spyglass or spy device.
Nice. That's cool.
I can see everything. Wait,
Is it
Hunclay
becoming-
Wait. Hunclay can see through the dome with this?
Probably far more powerful than that. If I know my
Wow.
wizards.
Okay, so who?
Maybe we should keep a lookout.
All right, and then Slick was the only one who has not gone yet. Slick, why don't you do something?
I am going to who has the antidotes?
I can make some.
There were
Right.
2 antidotes that were
I
given
have
out.
one.
I think
thought
I
I
have
took-
the other.
You have the other?
Yeah, somebody else is holding on.
Yeah, let me.
I have some healing potions too. By the way, is anybody still injured?
Yeah, Vamir is hurt.
I'm very, very hurt.
How long is
Dr.
your
Miksi. Oh,
Dr. Miksi? How long does your antidote last?
I can make a. Sorry.
Is that the 6-hour one?
Yes.
here's the one.
Yeah, if
I've
you don't
got.
mind, I would love to take one, since I might be doing traps and be
Okay.
exposed.
So, but what are you doing this round?
I'm asking Dr. Miksi
Okay.
for the antidote.
Very fun. You turn around basically as he's peering out the window. He's kind of looking at it. You start asking him, and you guys are having this conversation.
Yep.
Perfect. All right. The round has passed. At that point,
The rug animates.
Oh God.
you see a shimmering image of the rug that you are standing on in that 10 by 10 foot area, which would be Dr. Miksi, that would be Shadwick, that would be who else is there? I can't see any of it. Zabari. The 3 of you are standing there, almost like an illusionary floor, just disappears, and the 3 of you begin tumbling down. Boom! Down this hole. I'll explain here.
It's like,
Section of floor appears solid, but it's actually an illusion, hiding a 30-foot deep pit. That you're not on the pit, thankfully. You know, first time you haven't fallen down. 30-foot deep pit lined with some kind of force below. The force seemed to be formed in some jagged spikes of pure energy. The 3 of you begin tumbling down. Boom. What I need everyone to do is give me a reflex savings throw, and I'll tell you what happens.
Oh jeez.
That would be only those 3 that are on the rug.
Yeah.
Okay, Zabari got a 20, Dr. Mix
no.
got 18, and so the target for this is 20. So if you succeeded, the creature falls but catches part of the wall or edge,
Catch an
landing
edge.
awkwardly. You're going to take 10 bludgeoning damage as you hang from the edge. You basically get slammed across the edge. So if you
Really?
succeeded at a 20, you take 10 points of damage, which is effectively half.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
If you failed, which means you got under 20, the creature falls and is impaled by spikes at the bottom, taking 15 bludgeoning damage.
oh my
plus-
God.
Ow.
Plus
Hey, you said half?
6 force
Oh.
damage.
Oh my God.
15.
Did anybody
plus
fail by?
6?
Did anybody get 10 or under? No.
No.
Darn.
No.
That would have been fun.
Great. Mixi's at 5 HP at the bottom of the
Spike pit impaled.
Yeah, I can make you an antidote. Ah!
All right. As Slick looks down the pit, realizing this is the first time I've.
Quick question.
Go ahead.
So Zabari caught the edge.
Yes.
Dr. Miksi was on Zabari at the time that this happened.
Yeah, he's gonna come tumbling down. He's gonna
just
fall
fell.
down because he could have grabbed onto Zabari, right? But he didn't. When
failed to grab
Zabari slammed
Zabari,
it, he
too.
fell down.
Yeah.
lost his
all
grip.
right.
Yeah, because think about
If
Zabari
Zabari had
slapped
a
at the wall.
saddle with like stirrups, maybe.
Right, a whole different story, right? All right, Zabari,
Right.
you're getting the saddle with stirrups.
Odor.
you're getting those. What are the doula? Is that the little baby?
I don't
not a
remember that.
baby.
For the front.
Parasitic twin. Yeah.
The question
Okay.
is, do you want to face forward or backwards?
I will not be
Goblin
turned into a
legs.
marketable doctor plushie.
Let's just
I'm
go
not a
around
chopper.
as we did before. So Zabari, you're clinging to the edge. I'm assuming you did not have your weapon or shield out at the time.
Not yet, no.
Yeah. So you're clinging to the edge. You got slammed against the side. You can pull yourself up if you want. All you need is an athletics check if you want, or you can just let
Okay.
yourself go and fall to 30 feet down.
Don't
Okay,
land
I will.
on me.
No, I will try and climb out.
No problem. Go ahead and give me a climb check.
Okay.
Ooh, you struggle. You struggle. You're not able to make progress. You're surprisingly enough. Nothing's wrong. You just aren't able to get out. You're just basically, trying to pull yourself up a little bit. Vamir, what do you want to do?
Are they able to I want to help Sabari, or give like the help action to see maybe if I can help him get up.
Yeah, just give me an athletics roll and just roll me like a 15 or higher in athletics, and you can kind of give him a bonus.
To aid.
And I do have a combat climber feat.
What does that combat climber tell you?
Well, it just allows me to climb while I'm fighting.
Right. So that means that you're not getting.
So you're attacking Vamir? Is that what I'm hearing?
He stabs me in the top of the head to like pull himself up. You know.
Yeah, like some creatures actually have a climb speed, or you have feats that give you a climb speed. But if you don't, you still have to make your check. All right, Vamir, you're kind of reaching up and pulling him. You're kind of pulling on him, and you're kind of like grabbing the back of his collar, and he's like, "You're not helping. You're not helping."
It's the weak lifting the heavy here.
Miksi, you are at the bottom. You kind of have these spikes that you kind of landed on. What do you want to do?
Damn it! I've come too far to get killed by a rug.
To be fair, it wasn't a rug.
Does it look like I could try to climb the walls?
Yes, you can definitely try to climb. You can definitely try to climb these walls, and thankfully, it didn't critically fail because you could have been slammed in and been restrained by the spikes.
Jeez.
You basically got kind of nipped, kind of cut on the side. So you can stand because you're prone at the bottom, so you can definitely stand and then try to climb up if you want.
And if I fall, I'm gonna take more damage, huh?
Not initially because you're at the ground, right?
Okay. If I've got a good platform to at least start, then yeah, I'll try to climb the wall.
Okay, give me a climb roll.
Oh, that's a 10.
Yeah, this is made to keep thieves in, right? It's been pressed and polished almost, and you're kind of. I'm thinking of you like against the corner, trying to press yourself up, but you're kind of tiny and you're not able to get much of a purchase on climbing up. All right, Shadwick, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, so I'm hanging on the ledge, right?
Yep, you're just hanging off the edge here.
I'll try to pull myself up. I'm a little worried about this one, but
Don't critically fail and you're fine.
Is it? Can I use acrobatics to get up, or is it purely athletics?
It's athletics to pull yourself up.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, he's
do a pull-up.
He's gonna focus.
Making strength through dump stat isn't always helpful. So, yeah. All right, what'd you get?
It's not technically a dump stat, but it is.
Are you not trained in athletics?
Why am I at -1 right now?
Are you not trained in athletics?
I am not.
Do you have something flagged as a sick being poisoned?
A condition, maybe?
My armor.
Because you have to check penalties your armor. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you wearing armor you're not able to wear?
No, I think that. Let me pull that up really quick.
You have to have the minimum strength.
Armor.
You have to have the minimum strength, otherwise you take a check penalty.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, okay.
And it's studded leather armor, so it's I guess it must have a 10 or something. 12.
What is your strength? Oh yeah, because you need
10.
a 12 and you have a 10.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So if you don't have the minimum strength for the armor,
he's-
then you take penalties.
So he's struggling a little bit in this armor, but he's gonna try to pull himself up anyways.
All right, give it a roll.
Go. No.
Oh, he tries to pull himself up, and as he does so, the armor weighs him down. He's almost like not. It's too strong for him to be pulling on. That he has so much equipment on him right now, and you see him kind of he goes. He almost like slides down the. You have an option if you're using your hero point here if you want, because you are going to start tumbling down.
Yeah. Oh man, it's early in the night, but
it is early in the night. I'm just letting you know.
I do want to avoid getting stuck down there
because it's a lot of damage. This is Hunclay's
I'll use
way
my
to
hero point. Let's re-roll this. See if I can at least roll enough to stay put.
Come on.
And not fall. All right. Re-roll on athletics.
Please,
Let's go.
Please make
better.
it. Okay.
Hey, it's better.
Yeah. So you use your hero point, and you find yourself clean. You kind of almost like your fingers kind of lose your grip, and you manage to like just get that elbow up, just kind of keep yourself from falling.
So I'm still stuck, but I'm not falling, right?
Like imagine the feet scrabbling against the thing, trying to.
All right, Slick, what are you gonna
do?
Leave.
Leave. Open the door. Get out.
Who has the key right now? I should ask that question.
I do.
You do.
Slick does.
Assuming I still have it.
That's fine.
I will attempt to help up Shadwick since I'm standing right there. So
All right,
I
give
will make my athletics check.
All right,
18.
All right. So now Shadwick, you are going to
Plus
get a bonus to your roll when it's your turn. All right. That brings us to
+2.
look and see what 8 is. I think it's +2. Double check.
I think it's plus 1, and then if you crit, yeah.
Okay.
You could potentially just provide a rope that would ease this burden of climbing quite a bit.
It would be. I'm giving you guys options. Vamir. All right.
Well, I'm going to for Miksi, but
All right. So right now we are on to Zabari. Zabari, your big, burly, thick tree trunk legs are awesome for crushing opponents. But as they pull against your fingers to weigh you down, you are definitely struggling. What are you going to do?
I'm going to roll again.
Are you going to try to pull yourself up? Okay.
Yep.
All right. You manage to roll, kind of pull yourself up, and then you basically have another. You take your 2 actions. You pull yourself up. You stand up. What do you want to do?
I'll try and help Shadwick up as well.
All right. You're going to walk around over to Shadwick here. I'm going to bring you over there.
Yep.
All right, go ahead. Okay, you walk over, you stand up, and you walk over. You kind of run around there. So that'll be your actions for right now. If you critically succeed on the jump up, you can kind of roll up to your feet. All right, that is Zabari. He runs over to kind of try to help Shadwick. Next up is Vamir. Vamir, what are you gonna do? You're still standing by that door. You see the chaos behind you happen.
Yeah. I'll move up, pull out a rope, and drop it down towards.
All right,
Drop
right.
rope.
That means that you'll be able to climb up fairly easy after that. For Dr. Miksi. All right, that is Dr. Miksi. Is your turn. The rope comes flying down, tumbling next to you.
the coiled rope. He's not holding on either.
Yeah, he
hits you in the head,
he drops
knocks
the
you
rope like a mic drop. He just like boom.
Is it a bludgeoning attack?
Yeah.
All right, you drop the rope down. All right, Dr. Miksi. Basically, you can climb up. Just don't.
I
don't
climb
roll
up.
the 1. Basically, don't critically fail.
No!
You did not critically
Trying
fail.
your best.
So,
Miksi doesn't really climb up so much as he just gets dragged. He holds on, and you have to kind of pull him up.
yeah, he's like.
We're both incredibly weak, and we're just like,
All right, so
we're
you.
trying to help each other.
All right, you managed to kind of help together pull him up.
Mixi's on the ground up there now. I think I broke something.
All right, Shadwick, you're
bleeding a
still
lot.
clinging to the edge, but you have the support of Slick Willy, who's trying to.
Do I have any more actions?
I'm assuming you're gonna, because normally
all the
it's
way
a
down
10
at
foot
the bottom,
climb, so you're a 5 foot climb, but with the rope you climb all the way up.
Okay.
That'll be your action. We're kind of like playing it loose with the action economy, just for the sake of, making no reason linger. Once you can get up, it's fine. All right, so
So we
Shadwick,
are on
you're
a
at,
time crunch.
yeah, you're
Especially
hanging, you're
now.
kind of hanging from the edge here, but you see
Yeah.
Slick Willy grabbing you. I don't know where you grabbing, where are you pulling him up from?
Like grabbing his arm.
Yeah,
Helping him
I'm
up.
just
He's like-
barely
he's like pulling
pulling
his
under the
fingers
edge right
off.
now, and I'm like, no.
So
I'm
piggy
not
went to the
moving.
market.
I'm not moving until I get a rope.
You just hear Slick Willy whisper,
I almost fell
"Long
down
live
last
the
time."
king."
I almost fell down last time. His hair is blowing in the breeze. Nope. I need a rope.
All right, you're gonna wait for a rope. Okay,
Just not even moving. Yep, not even moving. Just
All right,
pin myself there.
Slick, what are you gonna do? You're kind of pulling him, but he
Spends
refuses
3
to
actions
get
to clench his butt.
up. Hey, 30 feet is a long drop if you've never
And
seen-
into spikes.
yeah, into spikes.
Well, I guess I will pull out a rope.
All right, you pull out a rope and you throw it
And
down.
I
to Shadwick.
give like half of it to Zabari to hang on to, and then lower
All right.
it down.
You manage to pull yourselves up out of the pit and find yourself.
Thank you guys.
You kind of find yourself at the edges. Some of you have been dinged up. You see Dr. Mixi's kind of like barely hanging on. What do you
Dr.
got?
Mitzi, heal yourself.
He's digging around in his alchemy pouch. He hasn't even stood up yet. He's just kind of digging around in there.
Physician, heal thyself.
We're gonna need our hit points, guys. This is
We don't
This is
have
nasty.
time to. If we have potions, we can heal, but we don't have
Yeah,
time.
look, I'm moving you off the pit.
I've got
you.
2 elixirs here.
I've got some too. I know you can do battle medicine, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I could do battle medicine on myself.
You're not in a combat, so you can't do battle medicine, but you can do treat wounds.
Yeah, but that'll take 10 minutes.
It will. Yeah.
What if
We don't
I
have time.
swing at him but miss? Okay. And starting initiative.
I did throw that rope at him.
Man,
Then we can spend a turn to do battle medicine on himself and then fall back out of combat.
that'll be our next gaming talk video. The dumb
ridiculous
stuff
is the
that
battle
your
medicine?
players try to do to get around the rules, right, Bennett?
Well, like, it's getting around, sure, but that's also a silly one.
It is. Yeah,
Just applying a band-aid. You can't right now.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it is a 1-day cooldown,
Yeah.
Let's.
and we had a
have
multi-day.
potions. We can use our potions.
Yeah,
We're
I
gonna
mean,
have to. We don't.
we only have 10 minutes on our potion and goggles. We don't really want to take the time to heal, unfortunately.
We can't.
All right, I'll reread the room as you guys settle back down into this. You can see that the room at the floor is well appointed entry hall is adorned with two expensive quadrant. I don't know what quadrant rugs are, but I'm assuming designing patterns. I should have looked it up. And decorated with several overstuffed leather sofas. 24 paintings with gilded frames hang on the wall, portraits and landscapes, all of exquisite artistry. To the north sits a large birdcage. Wooden doors open in the east and west walls, and an elaborate spiral staircase of iron both ascends and descends in the southeast corner.
And one trap that was sprung
Just the one.
so far.
Well, I'm going to drink. I'm going to use my versatile vials, 2 of them, to drink 2 elixirs of life.
You can do treat wounds on yourself if you want. If you want to take the 10 minutes, it's up to you.
We don't have 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's
We don't wanna do
totally
that right
fine.
now.
Totally fine. Okay.
So
I mean,
think I
you
might
remember,
do-
I'm not. You have until dawn. I'm not putting. You're putting the timer on yourself, just so you know.
Well, just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they took the potions
Yeah,
for dark vision.
yeah, that is
I
true.
might
just
try
wanted-
the
letting you know.
elixir of life on myself as well.
I get 4 points.
Oh
back
my
with
God.
2 of them.
Oh, that's terrible.
Jesus.
Yeah.
They
I'm going to do one as well.
Abadar does not want you to survive.
Oop. I got a 2. Yay. +2.
Oh my word! Terrible potion rolls.
I'm going to drink the 2 that I had prepared for today.
Oh no!
Would you like an actual healing potion? And save one of those?
Wow,
Yeah, better.
He's just like, look, look,
None
look,
more.
look.
he's like,
I got
cool.
18 points.
I feel like you're in Baldur's Gate 3. You're just spamming the lesser potions. You're like,
Yeah.
unfortunately, in Baldur's Gate 3, you usually have like a stack of 30 of them.
Yeah, Dr. Miksi downs 4 potions and a single bead of sweat rolls down his head. He goes, yeah. Okay.
Did that hole, did the hole that you created when you landed on that spike, did that close back up?
We can only hope.
A little.
Who
Do you pour
deleted
one of the
my
potions in
elixir
there?
of life?
If I wasn't an iron gut, I'd probably barf that all back up.
Or should just come out your stomach?
So, which way do we want to go?
Yeah, to clarify, there is a doorway here, which I'll kind of make a little bit more obvious. It's there, and there's a door to the east, a door to the west, and you have the stairs going up and down.
There's also a bird, which I don't think we should go near because I imagine it'll be loud.
Yep.
It's up to you. I mean, I'm only telling you what you got. What you got in the
The ledger.
Ledger, yeah, where would the ledger likely be? I'm guessing
I was a ledger.
either a workshop or a bedroom. Did she say it was? Where did she say it was?
I think she just said it was in there. It wasn't anywhere in particular.
Yeah, it's a ledger for illegal goods.
Yeah, because she
Could be
mentioned
downstairs.
She mentioned that the key was at least in a bedroom, but she didn't know where the ledger would be.
So probably either a workshop or a bedroom. Safe, maybe.
I'm gonna go up to this door and try to quietly open it.
All right. Let me see what's going to explode in there.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Are you,
right.
though? You
22.
didn't heal yourself yet?
Nope, I don't have any healing.
Wait,
Well-
I can give you a couple.
Yeah.
Now,
Heal yourself
Me too.
first, man.
Are you going to heal yourself, or are you going to open the door?
Heal
I'm
a little bit first. Just take a potion first.
I'll take one
Here.
potion and then
Yeah.
I'm opening the door.
roll
Okay.
a d6. Here's 4 hit points.
Perfect.
Okay.
You don't even have to consent to drinking that. I can just smash it on you and
You just,
move
walk
from
you
by.
just
there.
break it over my head.
Yeah. He just goes, snaps it over your head. He's down to 2 vials.
That's weird.
All right. I got a 22 stealth to try and open this door quietly.
Oh. Little map snafu there. Sorry about that. Okay.
Mafu.
Yeah, Mapu. All right, let's have you open this door. You open this door, staring out down a long corridor with 2 other doors.
We should keep moving, but maybe we open both these doors at the same time.
Why don't we look?
We need to move quickly.
Seek
We've already made
first.
too much noise. We've already made too much noise in this trap. I don't know if it will relay any information to someone that we're here.
I don't think anybody lives here now.
Yes, but there's already security devices in here. There might be somebody that is keeping ties on the place.
Wizard spells have a way to set next of kin.
I'm not that strong of a wizard yet. I don't know.
As they're debating a little bit, I'm going to walk up behind Vamir and I'm going to cast a heal spell on him. It's the 2-action variety, which does 1d8 plus 8.
Nice.
Okay.
So that should give you a good chunk back, hopefully. So 13 back.
Okay.
There you
That's
go.
Almost up to top.
You should be full now. 13.
Oh,
right.
13. Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same thing on Dr. Miksi. So that's 2 casts of that.
All right. Burning them up early.
I know, but yeah, better to have them now than to go down at some point. You know what I mean?
You are not wrong. All right. Vamir wandering boldly down the dark
9
hall.
for Dr. Miksi.
Yep.
9 plus
Ooh,
9.
Dr.
for you,
Miksi,
so.
nobody likes healing you. Every dice is terrible right now. I'm sorry. All right, Vamir heading
27
down.
is better than 5.
Heading down
Yes,
the
it is.
corridor. You see 2 doors. Neither of them appear to be probably locked. They don't even have like a locked mechanism. They have just a handle that you can turn. But they are both closed. What do you want
Check
to do?
for traps.
Yeah. All right. I'll check for traps first on this door here.
I'll look on the north door.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So 25 for that door.
Are you doing
rolling.
secret rolls for
Yeah,
that?
you're going to do a secret roll because you don't know.
Oh,
if
secret
you
roll's fine. Fair
you don't
enough.
know
Fair
if you
enough.
succeeded, right?
Right.
All right. So, all right, let me go back and see what's happening
But
here.
otherwise, it was a good roll.
It was a great roll.
Yeah.
All right, both of you search those areas really deep, really well. It takes you a good part of your turn to look around. You don't see any types of traps or any types of limitations. No swinging axes or exploding charms or anything like that.
Dart.
All right.
Springs.
Then I'm going to open my door.
One at a time. Slick.
quiet.
One at a time.
The south
one to
door.
the south? Okay.
Yeah, to the south, I'll open my door quietly.
All right. As you open the door, you were gonna see.
Oh.
Oh, kitchen. Little dining hall.
No, it's a dining hall. This
But the kitchen's to the north.
Yeah.
The dining room's long oak table is surrounded by ornate carved oak chairs. On each wall hangs a large framed painting of a desert landscape.
I can cut those out of the frame and roll them up and wait. No.
No.
No,
Doesn't have
not the time. We'll do that tomorrow.
Doesn't have the symbol on it. We're not taking it.
Yes, no, just open that door.
Yep, I'll creak open that other door.
All right, Slick Willy, on the other hand, he is going to look to the north.
Not
All right.
the kitchen.
Let me see what this is.
Sitting room.
You'd think it would be a kitchen based on a normal
Yeah.
house structure. You need to get the food from somewhere into the dining area.
It could be they don't want like the wait staff to be near them or
Oh
something.
wait, hold on. He's a wizard. He just makes food.
All right, In the northeast, in the northeast corner of this parlor is a huge globe of Glorian cradled in a polished mahogany stand. Sextants, astrolabes, and paintings of unearthly landscapes are hung on the walls.
I don't think it would be in the dining room. Just
I agree. You can probably close the dining room door. What's to the north?
Just a sitting room lounge. So that's what I'm taking it.
Yes, yeah, that's what you're seeing right now. What would you like to do?
What's in this corner here?
You're gonna walk over to it?
Well, just looking at it.
That looks to be a. It looks to be just a. It could be anything inside there. It's more like a cabinet.
So that's what I was asking. Is it a cabinet?
Yeah.
We'll come back. I don't want to waste time here. If we find the goal is the ledger. Let's find that first, and then move on to other things.
So what's in the room? You said it was a bunch of
sitting room. It's a sitting room.
Room?
Yeah, it has sextants, astrolabes, and paintings of unearthly landscapes are hung on the walls. There's also a globe of Glorian cradled in a polished mahogany stand.
This fool of a wizard smokes his pipe and cigars with his friends. Continue on.
Yeah, just judging by the paintings, he probably smoked something strange.
All right,
we close that door and come back out.
Yeah, we close all the doors in there.
All right, so potentially in that room, probably I'd say of the two, the sitting room more probable than the dining room.
All right, as you are moving around there, you're kind of looking at things. You come back and you notice that floor that had disappeared all of a sudden reappears again.
Okay.
Well,
You're not fooling anyone.
He's on a timer.
All right, you're going to go to the other door. All right, Vamir, you're going to the other door. What do you want to do with that door?
I want to first detect magic, see if I can sense anything over there.
Got it.
And check for traps, and then spring the traps.
Yeah, do all the things.
Okay. Right, as you gaze
Razor wire shoots out.
You gaze at this door with magic. You see that this is a. Gotta make sure I get all the right information to you.
Does this door yell "Go away" at us when we?
Oh, fuck!
That's hilarious.
Zabari goes up behind the couch and reaches over the back and presses the cushions. And he says, "So far, so good."
All right. When you open this door, I will reveal that room to you.
All right. I'll open it up. Quietly.
Yeah, stuff it. We gotta be quiet.
there's the kitchen.
Oh, interesting.
All right. Let me move the map a little bit, and then I will read what you see. This kitchen is well stocked with all the accoutrement needed to prepare gourmet meals. That's what you see. You see some kind of a cabinet or a wall, kind of a wall structure here with a kind of a curtain that's right around here.
Okay.
You see a door down below here and another door right over here.
It's like, with me. Let's go in.
Don't stand in one place for too long.
Right.
I'll go and just peer into here, hoping it's just like a pantry.
Dr. Miksi has to sneak in there.
All right. You walk up and look. What you're going to notice inside of here is that this northeast cubby, obscured by curtains, houses a pair of cots and two chests. They appear that they might be locked, though the locks don't look very high in quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna step back from that because I already broke my lockpick last time.
Slick, do you think you can maybe open these up?
I don't think what we're looking for is going to be in
That's
there.
a servant's footlocker. There's There's no way they have it.
We don't know. They might be trying to hide it somewhere. Just doesn't look like it would take much time.
I'd rather find it first.
Fine.
Find the ledger first.
I'll move to this
Probability is
door
leading.
then.
I'll go to this door.
Okay.
I'll go to try to find the kitchen garbage.
It's like, I'm really hungry.
Okay, Slick, you listen at the door, and it appears to be nothing going on. You put your ear up to it. You kind of hear the hollow sound of a room go through it. Vamir, you are searching that door.
Yeah.
All right, you go out and search it, and you do not find anything of notice that tells you that it might be trapped or anything like that. What do you want to do?
After you, Slick.
Creak it open.
Who's going when?
I'll go.
All right. Slick, you go to open the door and you find that the door pushes, but it's pushing against something. Like something is standing in front of her, blocking the door. You almost get maybe a half an inch push, and it's like you're pushing up against something that's blocking the door.
I'll move back here then if that's
Try
the case.
pulling. He hollers helpfully.
Yeah. Oh, it says pull. Oh, okay.
Oh, jeez.
What do you want to do? It's almost
Something
like
heavy?
like that, like whether they maybe there's something on the other side blocking your path.
Like
That's
it's not a swing door, just double. Like I'm looking at it from 15
no,
feet away.
it pushes in, and you're trying to push in, but it's hitting something.
Yeah, there's something in the way.
Sabari, do you think
Can
you can
you
give him a
peek through?
hand?
You said it was an inch. Can you see through it?
No, it's about a half an inch, and no, you can't see through it. It's
It's
not
like
open. It
not
doesn't
even
open
enough.
up. Yeah.
A step aside and gesture to Zabari.
Sabari cracks his knuckles and pushes.
All right, give me an athletics check, and tell me what you got.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, you kind of you lean down, you slam your shoulders in it, and when you do, you push the door in, and apparently there was some kind of a wardrobe on the other side. It tumbles down. It goes as you push it in. Instead of sliding forward, it literally knocks down. I will reveal what the room looks like, and then I will read what it is.
Hopefully not too loud.
All right, don't have any reading text for this one. All right. As you push open there, what you can see is this appears to be some kind of a servant's bedroom. As you see, the bedroom has been largely left alone, other than the fact that this wardrobe is stuck there. The wardrobe is now slammed forward. It didn't hit the bed, but kind of landed just in front of the bed. You see an old bed there that's barely big enough for one person, and probably a small kind of chest or something.
Is this the second wardrobe right here?
Yep. Looks like that's the one that got knocked over. Yep.
Okay.
And there's nobody in here?
And there's no exits besides the one door?
That's what I'm telling you what you see. Yep.
Okay.
That you kind of pushed with the wardrobe, but knocked the other one over, and you see a bed here, and you see a look like a small chest and maybe a table.
This doesn't make any sense. There doesn't seem to be an exit. We should inspect this room a little bit closer, I think.
Shadwick he'll call out, "Hello, is anyone in there?"
Okay, you do that.
How are we going to return this to the way it was? How do we cover our tracks here?
Shut the door.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
Well, no, something went through here. There's
they're
a
gonna do the same
wardrobe
thing.
everywhere.
Yeah, but somebody already put the wardrobe behind the door. Like they could have just as easily, Hunclay
Not
could have
done
just
that.
easily knocked it over himself.
Well, how did they get out?
That's
Maybe
what I'm
they did.
wondering.
That's a better question.
Dr. Miksi is going to step into the room. He's going to try to find a way out.
Look under the bed. Maybe there's somebody under there.
Dr. Miksi, give me a perception roll.
Unless they were made of blood.
All right, you see Dr. Miksi walk in, and he just starts looking around. He's not sure what's going on.
Okay, look under the bed. Look behind the chest.
Dr. Miksi, as you look under the bed, at first you peel open the bed, like the covers that are kind of covering the edge of the bed, and it doesn't look like much. But as you peer further, you see that somebody has rolled up a blanket. It's kind of like create a barrier between the exterior where you're at, and what's behind the barrier. And what you see behind the barrier is a disheveled, unshaven man cowering. And as you kind of hear him, as you look down, you hear this kind of. He's trying to pretend like he doesn't. He's trying to hope that you don't hear him, but you can see him clearly with your dark vision.
Dr. Miksi looks at Zabari and goes, "Someone's here."
I'm not surprised. Zabari will come in.
No, I'm not. No one's here. I'm a figment. There's no one here.
Hey, listen. Two things.
Since there's no one here, I guess we better go.
Hey, listen, you down there. Two things. One, I'm a doctor. I can help you. Two, that guy is really big, covered in a lot of metal, and has a really big sword. He can really hurt you. So, how about you come out either way? We'll figure it out.
All right. The man kind of pushes the blanket out of the way, and he kind of fumbles his way out. Definitely not what you'd probably consider a master thief. He slides his way out, and he comes to stand beside the bed. He rises to his feet. As he looks out, as he crawls out, he looks over at you, and he says, "Are you? Why are you here?"
Would you believe us if we said we were the inspectors?
Inspectors for what?
Shadwick will come around the corner and be like, "Oh boy, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, sir, but the wizard Hunclay has passed away."
I knew it. He would have been back by now. But I couldn't.
Yes,
The door is sealed, and I couldn't get out.
It's tragic. He had some sort of deal with some kobolds, and
Did you find Linus or Saba?
not yet. I imagine we may encounter them soon. We are just starting our search of the house now.
They're not in here. They're probably out there.
Did you say Sella?
Saba? Linus and
Saba.
Saba.
Oh, no, sorry.
Totally different relation.
Yeah.
Wait, have you been kept here? Like, as like a job? Or like...
I work for Hunclay.
I'll ask him in Elvish. What's your name again?
He's human and he doesn't seem to understand what you're saying.
So I look over at, I duck back out and I look over at Vamir and in Elvish. I think it's time for the pit.
I'll ask him what his name is.
I kind of give you like a knowing nod. I give you a knowing nod.
I'm Mathezic. I'm a servant of Hunclay. Nothing more than a barely compensated slave, if you ask me.
Ooh,
He's a horrible man to work for.
Oh,
I'm glad he's dead.
Unfortunate. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Athezic. That sounds like it was an uncomfortable job then. Well, I never had the unpleasure of meeting him, but we do have one job here. We need to try to find anything of his that we're trying to identify and catalog the objects here for the estate. And
What are you talking about? Don't you know about his plot? He's doing something with the kobolds. They're trying to destroy the tower.
Also,
yes.
It's like 2 a.m.
I suppose he probably doesn't know what time it is.
Yeah.
There's no windows in his room, is there?
You might be able to look out the front door if he goes out there.
True.
How long
no,
have you? How
we're
long have
aware
you
of
been
the tower.
hiding here?
I've been here for near a week. I'm guessing. It's hard to tell. You can see his facial beard is kind of like grown out. You know.
I've got some food and water for him. Although is there food actually in the kitchen?
There's plenty of food in the kitchen.
Is the
That's what I thought.
turkey
There's
over
like
there?
stuff
No.
out.
He probably has been
come
eating
on.
from there, but when you came in the door, he may have jumped in here and tried to barricade himself in. He may not have realized
Yeah.
what you were or who you were.
Sort of looking all
Maybe-
around, that tracks.
Thought maybe you were kobolds or something. Who knows?
Look, I'll be brief with you, Athezic. You're free, I guess. I would suggest getting out of town. It's going to get weird here.
Do you
soon.
have the key to the front door?
Yes. We collected that after we found his dead body, and like I said, we're trying to understand exactly what he's been into here. There may be some illegal activities.
He takes a step forward, not necessarily violently or anything. He walks over, kind of like looking at you, and he says, "Be careful of the front door. After you have barely any time after you open the door before the pit opens."
We did
I
encounter
know
that
tells
already.
us.
Here, Athezic, can you please let us know if there's any other such traps as we try to uncover his nefarious nature?
No, the master would not let us go very, very far into the home, and never into his bedroom. Always told us never to go into his bedroom.
I
Where's
assume
that?
that's
Well.
upstairs.
It is upstairs, yes.
What's downstairs?
Oh, a locked door. None of us have ever been beyond. There's some kind of a strange key that keeps people from getting through.
We do have his house key. Do you know if it was the same?
What does it look like? No. The house key here. No. It's a strange looking object. It looks like it fits in the door. Almost like some kind of a weird key, but it looks like a shape. It looks like a triangle of some
dragon
sort.
talon like this.
No. It looks like a I don't know what are those things that you always heard in the child stories about where they look through the thing.
Telescope?
The what?
Telescope?
Is that what they call it?
Spyglass.
Whatever it is,
What
they
a
look through the
spyglass,
thing.
yeah.
It looks something like that. That thing that they had in the pirate stories as kids. It looks like
Yeah,
that.
that's useful.
And it goes in the door, and that's the only thing. And the master would be down there for hours and days at a time. I've never seen anyone go in and out, but he would always talk. I always hear talking on the other side of the door.
Well, that sounds right.
I'm gonna sense motive on him here and see how truthful he's being. Do you want to?
Yeah, I'll tell you what you
roll for
need.
Perception.
Give me a perception roll. You're going to know this either way.
All right. Perceive.
You don't think
Ooh,
that
wow.
right now. You don't think that you think he's telling you everything that he knows right now.
All right. Well, you've been very helpful, Athezic.
Dr. Miksi has an idea.
Here's well, give me 1 sec, Dr. Miksi. Athezic, we can't have anybody in or out right now. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to wait here for a little while longer while we finish securing the premises. But please feel free to get some food and stay in your quarters and stay safe. We don't
I
know if
think
there's
we
gonna be
could-
other traps.
I think we could let him out.
Do you want to get out of here?
I've been in here for near a week.
How much does he pay you for the week?
A pittance of a wage, a silver, no more than a silver or two.
What? That's bullshit. Tell you what. I can give you 7 gold right now if you do a little something for me. And then you can get out of town. Do you have somewhere to go?
Yes, I have somewhere to go. You kind of see him look at a little, almost like he's deviously thinking about that money and what he could do with it.
Is it in town or is it out of town?
Definitely out of town.
If you head out like east of here, can you get where you got to go?
He says yes, but you don't believe him.
Well, if you can just leave town, I have an idea. You take this torch, and take this ball, right? This is a smoke ball. Okay, what I want you to do is if you take this 7 gold, and you can take this torch, and I want you to light it. We're gonna let you out the front door, and you're gonna run. And if anybody sees you, I want you to use that smoke ball and drop that torch and disappear.
I want you to give me a deception roll.
Oh boy.
You're kind of selling him on something right now.
14.
All right. What is his minimum here? He looks over you and he says, "This sounds suspicious. What kind of trouble are you getting me into?"
Well, if you don't want to do that, you can just go off and find yourself a job, and don't put Hunclay down as a reference.
I mean, we can let you out the front door, but then you'll have no gold.
There's too much going on outside right now. I get the idea of a distraction there, what with the kobolds and the city, on alert right now. But the fact of the matter is, Hunclay is still dangerous, and I think it would be just safer for everyone if you just hung out here, get some food, relax. We're gonna go finish securing the premises here, and then we can all go out. Okay?
And
how's that sound?
Methesic says, "And I can hold that 7 gold."
Now, how about you sit tight, be cool, and we can pay you when we're done.
Yes, that's much more reasonable. All right, here, get yourself some food. Here, he'll kind of guide him out into the kitchen area.
All right, he wanders out into the kitchen area and he begins hunting through the pantries for some food.
Yeah, that'll feel better. You've been in there for a while. Just stay tight, stay safe, okay?
I'll go over to this.
We're gonna
other
finish
door.
securing the premises here.
All right, you're gonna try to open that door.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me get the number for that one here.
What's in
All
here?
right. He looks back and he goes, "That's just the larder." You gonna open it?
Yeah, just open it.
All right. You pull the curtain back on the room, and that's exactly what you find. You find a larder with not much else in it. It's stacked full of goods, food stuff. It's a well-stocked pantry, but that's about it. You can certainly go through it and try to find more stuff, but imagine walking into any other pantry full of food and food stuff.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. You see that Methesic. It's a hard word to say. Methesic grabs himself some bread and a little bit of porridge. He kind of mixes it up and he begins to eat out of the bowl. He looks like he's not been necessarily starving, but he's probably been hiding more than wandering around the house.
Yeah, Methesic. You mentioned 2 other in the house here, Linus and Saba.
Other servants. I don't know where they went off with Barthas, and they never returned.
Was Barthas one of the guards?
What's that?
Was Barthas one of the guards we met?
Do a recall knowledge for you. You don't recall that being a name of a guard.
Okay.
Barthas Hunclay, I have in my notes.
Oh, they left at the same time Barthas did?
That's what he seems to be implying is they left. And if they didn't have a key to get back in, they wouldn't have come back in. That's what he's telling you.
So you were in
We
the house.
haven't seen them.
Yes. I was locked in.
All right. I think upstairs next.
Yeah.
Yeah, sit tight, and then if you help us out and stay cool, we'll get you your severance package.
He runs in here, and you hear him fumbling around, probably trying to lift that wardrobe again.
All right. So Shadwick just sort of like gives a nod and a thumbs up to everybody, and he's like, points out this way.
All right, you tell me where you'd like to go next.
Towards the stairs, I think.
Yeah, I think we want to go upstairs first.
Yep.
All right.
Staying
Watch that
away
rug
from
there.
the rug.
Yes.
I would assume that you're staying away from the rug unless there's like if you're in encounter mode or something like that. All right. I will bring up the map for the second floor. It's going to be on the same map, but just in a different area.
Dr. Miksi, after we leave the kitchen, goes, do you think he's more likely to rat us out if we let him go or if we just leave him in there?
I think we may just leave him in there.
Well, at some point, the actual inspectors are going to come around and come through here, and they'll find him. So the question is, do we want him try to get him gone from the town? Or
I think we should try to get him
leave him
gone.
there.
do you want him to be able to point us out later?
Nah, we should get him out of here.
All right, go ahead and put yourself up on top of the stairs. You can see.
I mean, if somebody else wants to chip in on hush money, that's kind of all I have.
There's a pit.
I think 7 gold might have been a little much.
That was a
I
lot.
panicked.
Quite a bit of money.
He's like, I panicked.
It's just what was in my pockets. I didn't want to lowball him.
It was my entire life savings. I just.
Sounds like 5 silver would have been a eye-watering amount for him.
Yeah.
All right.
We usually trade like rocks and shells.
We'll just gaslight him into thinking you said 7 silver when we get back.
I don't think my gaslight score is that high.
I could probably talk him into that.
All right, as I see that Vamir slides up the circular stairway, you can see the stairway rises up. This lushly furnished library features 3 tall bookcases running north to south down the center of the chamber, and another bookcase of iron in the northeast corner. A stuffed grizzly bear towers in the northwest corner. Its
that thing
claws
is
and
aiming.
fangs bared aggressively.
God, it's a big dog. Oh, wait, no. Hang on.
The east
No, he's
wall
dead.
features 16 paintings of various planets in gilt frames. A ladder in the west side of the ceiling leads up to a trap door. So that's what you see.
Speaking of trapdoors, how's the floors looking over here, guys?
They
You
look
still
like
standing on the ladder?
carpets.
Or are
Yeah.
you still standing on the stairs?
I'm hugging the wall.
He's hugging the walls, and the wall just like splits. He's like, "No." If anybody's ever played the original third edition D&D game, there's a tower you go into and you can get launched off 100 feet off. That's hilarious.
Is this a door here as well?
It looks like a door there as well. I will bring it, make it a little more visible because it probably didn't do a good job of that. So there
That is
should
a
be
door.
doors right there and there.
So, what is this here?
Well,
iron
it's a map. So remember that the map isn't always a one-to-one thing. So
Okay.
as I said, there's a stuffed grizzly bear towering in the northeast corner. Its claws and fangs bared aggressively. East wall features 16 paintings of various planets and gilt frames, and a ladder is in the west side
This was
of the ceiling leading up
bookcase,
to
I
the
think.
trapdoor.
You said,
Yeah,
is that a bookcase?
Yeah, it looks like but in the center there's bookcases. The lush furnished library features 3 tall bookcases running north to south in the center of the chamber, and another bookcase of iron in the northeast corner.
Yeah.
That's probably
That's
the
that
one in iron. Yeah, I'm guessing that's it.
I want to check that one out.
Okay.
Watch for traps.
Yeah, that's what I'm checking out. Kind of like looking it over.
We're in a... Yeah, go for it.
All right. You're gonna go up. You're gonna go look at the iron.
Mm-hmm.
So your exploration mode is searching for traps?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
The deets.
Iron. You're going to the iron bookcase. Okay. Go to the iron bookcase. It looks as you approach. It's like a mesh or a grate in front of it. Beyond the grate, you can see that it holds several precious tomes inside. It's kind of a bookcase, right? And you can walk up to it. You can try to open it if you want. Are you searching it right now?
Yeah, I'm just searching.
All right. As you near it, you can see that you kind of go to look for at the door hand, the little clip. Looks like an easy enough clip to open up. But then you spot what looks to be a needle trap of some sort. Looks like when you open it up, it's some kind of a needle thing might be injected into your hand.
Wonderful.
Ooh.
What do you want to do?
How much time do we want to spend with this? Want to come back to it?
We
Precious
Trigger it?
tomes sound like the right spot for something. Is there any? Do they all look? Can you read the names on the bindings or anything through the
They don't.
grates?
They don't appear to be like have a lot of things on the spine. But let's see what you might find on him. Let's see here.
Because this definitely could be a place for a journal.
Yeah. I'm also keeping my eye out for any kind of
Spell
spell
books.
books or anything like that.
Looks like you can kind of barely read something that says the omens, something else about repellents, something else about Dr. Usher Knox something. As you kind of read the spines, you're kind of like reading that.
Means
right
nothing
back.
to me. I mean, I could give an Arcana check to see if any of those trigger anything.
Sure, give me out. Let's do a recall knowledge on there. You look at them and they don't make any sense to you whatsoever.
All right.
If Dr. Miksi comes up, does he know who Dr. Usher Knox is as a trained field medic?
Let's find out here. I believe you do.
Whoa.
Let me look him up and give you the information for you.
The academies are charging so much for these things. It's no wonder they're locking up the medical textbooks.
Okay, you know that Dr. Ushernock is some kind of you remember him as being one of the academy aficionados. He dealt a lot with interesting ways of dealing with writing. He also was a well-known engineer that dealt with engines and created with fluid dynamics. We did a lot of stuff with like water and paste and things like that. He did a lot of magical research. Yeah, he's still alive. He's sort of like he's kind of like just one of the many names of thesis of papers that you might have been reading in passing different towns. You might have read
Dr.
them all.
Miksi says, oh, that guy. I know that guy. Yeah, he kind of just lives to get manuscripts published, but I used a few of them trying to make Ophelia. I couldn't get the viscosity right until I saw his formulas. No, that's not a ledger, though.
So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, this Hunclay seems to study a lot of things.
Well,
I'll start scrolling through these this bookshelf here.
Yeah. Same.
Oh, you start looking through the library bookshelves.
Yep.
All right, there seems to be a bunch of very rare books. At least 13 of you found that they seem to be extraordinarily rare books related to astronomy. The main order of the books in the library are all shelved on the wooden bookshelves. You're getting a very, very cursory glance. There's got to be about maybe 600 different books here, but as thin as this to as thick as that lining.
Are
here.
any of them marked with the
Spider or the witch
symbol?
Let's see. Not that you look. I mean, you're gonna have to literally have to open every book and look at them. You're doing a random case. Let's do a chance that you might find something. No, you take I'm gonna say you kind of pulling books out and you realize this is gonna be a lot to go through.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just kind of scanning right now.
Yeah.
Right.
And none of them appear to be. They all appear to be published books, manuals, things like that. Although you could take a lot of time and hunt through there. It could be a manual. The ledger could be stored here, but it would take a long time to find it.
well, yeah, that's a last case scenario to like sit around and do that.
The books in the lock case probably have a better chance. A lock trap case have a better chance of being something of value, I would guess.
Do we want to take care of it now?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
Can you disable that?
I'll try.
Looks sharp.
You're gonna try to disable it. Give me a disable device roll. Give me an Arcane.
Did you take your antidote?
No, that's a good idea.
Here. Let me get something for you.
You fell down a pit.
Right. Yeah. No, that's why I spilled all my mugwort. Okay, here. No, hang on. I got a substitute. I make a lesser antidote and administer it to you. So you get a +2 item bonus to fort saves against poisons for 2
Weren't
6
you given?
hours.
Weren't you given 2 lesser antidotes from Bassie?
Yep.
2 people should have them. Okay, I just want to let you
Yeah,
know.
but this is like a freebie.
Well, no problem. All right, so you're going to take the lesser antidote for the next 6 hours. You're gonna have
+2 bonus.
+2 bonus. Okay, what are you going to do? You're going to try to disarm it?
Yep.
Go for it.
22.
All right, you think you kind of peel away. What you're going to notice about this is that the actual needle itself is invisible. You only saw sort of like the delivery device, but the needle itself is a little like if it's shot inside you, you'd have a hard time getting it out because it's literally invisible. But you managed to kind of remove some of the springs off to the side. However, you think that it still might be dangerous. You might need to not only unwind the springs completely, but you might need to actually remove the actual needle. So why don't you give that another roll?
Okay.
Can Dr. Miksi help with his... I mean, he carries a... Oh, shit. Brannok was carrying his repair tools. Never mind.
You knows where Brannok is right now.
Yeah.
Now he ran off with my frickin' pliers.
All right.
Okay, you have another roll.
Ooh, I'm going to use my hero point.
You gonna use your hero
There you
point?
go.
22.
There you go. My hero.
Good use of the hero point.
Yeah.
All right. Just at the last moment, the spring discharges, kind of almost going to launch it, and you put your finger like literally on it and stop it. And at the last second, the needle just kind of goes falling, and you can't see it because it's invisible, but you hear it on the carpet. You manage to touch it with your palm and kind of grab it. You don't know if it could be dangerous, but you think you have disarmed his trap.
So wait, did you say he does have the needle now, separate from the trap?
Yeah, but the needle itself is just a delivery mechanism. So
Sure. But
Right.
that's good. You could. It's invisible. That's an interesting little tool.
I give it to Dr. Miksi.
Geez.
Put it in a vial or something.
Yeah, can I manage to get it into a vial?
yeah, no problem. You have an invisible needle.
Sweet.
I gotta label this. There's no way I'm gonna remember that.
He's like, go. Oh. Okay.
That didn't come up,
You
but-
have the invisible. You've removed the trap. Now, what would you like to do?
Ask Vamir to glance at magically. Because I give a nervous glance at that stuffed bear.
He's already looked at it. He doesn't see anything.
Yeah.
You looked at
I've been
the
checking magic in this room.
He checked for magical effects, and he did a search for that.
All right, open it up.
All right. You open the bookshelf. The bookshelf contains a several more rare manuscripts, most of them around history, around astrology, various thesis papers from various parts of the inner sea. But there are 3 books here that seem to be interesting that just kind of grab your knowledge because I wrote them down. You see a book that says The Omens of Fire and Ice. You see some kind of a manual that talks about crafting. This is crafting a vermin repellent agent, lesser.
Oh,
Looks like if you could use this book, you could probably craft a vermin repellent agent, lesser, and that is actually not a common item.
nice. I look for the glyph.
Yeah, you
Which-
you look at the glyph. It looks to be there. Yeah.
Cool. I hand
Both
that
of
to
the-
Dr. Miksi.
Both. Actually, when you open up the Omens of Fire and Ice, there is no glyph there. However, a scroll flies out, drifting. Kind of, you open it up,
Yeah.
and a scroll kind of falls down, and it lands with its face down, but on the back is also marked with the witch symbol.
Right, and that third book?
The third book appears to be a manual on how to craft Dr. Ushernok's astonishing ink miner, along with collections on the history of its use.
What's
Does
the
that have
doctor's
the-
name again?
Dr. Ushernok.
Thank you.
And does that have the glyph?
It does. Well,
Okay.
yeah, it does. It looks like both of these you can use, Dr. Miksi, you can use them to craft a vermin repellent agent, lesser, and craft Dr. Ushernok's astonishing ink miner. They are both plans on how to craft them.
Formula.
Formulas, yeah.
Nice.
And they're both witch symbols, so nab those. And,
Yeah.
and there's a scroll, which you've got as well.
Yeah, does somebody
Amazing.
want to look at that scroll?
Yeah, I can look at the scroll.
The scroll seems to be a heightened to third level scroll to summon an elemental.
Oof, nice.
Oh,
Summon elemental heightened to third level.
oh wow. If nobody, I'll take that.
Yeah, you can look up how to use it or ask me questions on it. I don't have I normally have links put here, but for some reason I didn't put a link to that.
All right. So I will try and arrange the book so it looks like there isn't 3 books missing.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Clearly
I
the
spread 'em out.
omen. No. The omens of fire goes back in there.
Yes.
Shadwick
Okay,
points
2
out.
books then. Right.
There you go. There you go.
And then
I'm
close it back
Glancing
up.
back and forth between you and the grizzly bear.
I know, right?
Okay.
And then close it back up and and there's 2 doors here.
Yep. There's 2 doors and a
Door
ladder
and a
that goes
ladder.
up.
Oh yeah, you're right. There's a door here
doors.
too.
What are the doors? Describe the doors. Anything special about them?
Let's see if I have any of the information on you about the doors.
Oh wow.
Because I would assume the door to his bedroom might be fancier than other doors, and also probably warded, locked somehow.
All right. They both look well crafted, and I'm assuming you're just looking at them, right?
Yep.
All right. This room here, you can tell by just using some Arcana knowledge that this is probably warded by some wizard lock spell. It has something that's sealing up the door that doesn't allow you to get into it.
Well,
You kind of see the shimmers of ruins.
Sure.
You're like, ooh.
That's a Vamir door.
Yeah, I'll go over there. See if I can kind of.
He's able to
Dismissed.
point it out to you that what you see here. You can see this you can see the definitely see that there are some runes in there. When you look really close, you got to almost like lean in. You kind of move back and forth, and you can see the glimmer of them. They're almost like the same color as the door, but you're catching just the glint of magic as it's flaking ever so lightly. The spell will eventually wear off over a long time, but for right now, it's still going strong.
Okay. Is there a way I can try to try to dismiss this magic charm?
You think that you're probably going to need. Let's see what it is here. You're going to need to use a counter spell of some sort. Do you have Dispel Magic or a counter spell that can counter an arcane type of lock?
You have knock.
No, I don't have knock. No, I don't.
You can try just to disable it. It's just going to be a lot harder to do.
Yeah, I don't have like counterspell or anything like that, or dismiss magic. So yeah, I'll give it a shot. Do an Arcana check. I might tell you guys to just
Step back.
I'm not sure exactly what is going to happen here. I would just stand back.
I got to see what the DC is for this.
Stand back.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, go ahead and give
If
it
I
a,
disintegrate, maybe leave.
go ahead and give it a basically you're going to give it an Arcana check to disable this device. You need to do 2 of them.
Okay.
Oh,
26.
nice.
Good roll. You managed to wear away part of some of the runes that are on there. They flake away, and you see that you can kind of the door kind of gives a little pulse.
Okay.
But you think that's still guarded by a secondary defense.
All right. Second try.
Ooh,
23.
nice.
You fight with it this time. It doesn't seem to do anything.
Damn.
You seem to
All right.
fail, but you didn't critically fail, so you don't.
I
think
will.
that
I'll use a. Do I need to use a hero point to
you
retry?
don't.
Or?
You can try it again.
Okay.
You can try it again.
All right. I'm gonna try it again.
Zabari, well, the wizards are working on that door. Why don't you run down and check the spy system on the door? Or
Spy
Shadwick,
system.
you guys are tall enough. The window on the front door. It could see everything. You could see what's going on out there.
Dr. Miksi, let's say theoretically we find that there's guards wandering around the field out front. What would you have us do?
Well, if they come in, we gotta hide. And if they go away, then we gotta run.
Or they're gonna get blasted like that kobold out there.
Yeah,
Well,
they
if
don't
they
have
can't get in.
They cannot.
All right, Vamir, struggling with this arcane lock. You want to try it again?
He's just rolling 23s.
I know. Come on. No, even less.
Not enough. It seems to be well sealed.
Something between
Clearly, this
24 and
Barthus
25
Hunclay is very good at being a wizard or sorcerer.
I'm getting nervous now, but I want to keep trying.
Maybe where the wizards fail, maybe we do need a big man with a stick.
No. This is magic.
Yeah, I can give him a juggernaut mutagen. It'll give him some temporary HP to deal with the magic.
Just saying, you can just give it a sec. Give it a sec. He can wear down the magic.
Just give me time. Give me time.
Take a deep breath.
Otherwise, it go
Center
boom.
yourself.
It's real painful. Trust me, I know.
Right.
All right, you're gonna try to unlock it again.
Gonna keep trying. Come on, please.
Oh,
Yes.
All right. As he fights with it, you can hear him saying, "Come on, please." And finally he does it, and you see the energy of the door just goes, and it goes like peeling back, almost like a cellophane burning in the fire. Just
You see, Vamir's just like sweating. He's just like flop sweating. He's like,
It's its own kind of combat, Zabari.
Yes.
You see this?
It took quite some effort. It seems the door is at least magically warded safe now. I'm not sure about any kind of physical traps.
all right, what would you like to do?
Step back.
Check for physical traps.
Yeah.
You've already. I think Vermeer and Slick have already checked for physical traps.
All right. So
let's
then
go
I
then.
will open it.
All right, you go to open it. It's physically locked by. You need
Lock.
a key. You're like.
try the.
All right, Zabari, now try.
Your face almost goes into. You're like, oh. Geez.
Damn it! Damn it!
Try the door key.
All right, you try the door key. It does not fit.
All right.
What?
Hey, does it look like a telescope?
Nope.
That was in the basement.
I'll try picking the lock. Oh no, I won't. I break my.
Oh,
Break my.
Ah,
face.
you break your pick. You're like, son of a. Who broke their pick last time?
that was me.
That was you? Yeah. You can buy extra picks, you know.
Well, we haven't had much time.
I'm just going to like the shop in town and be like, okay, so for no particular reason, let's
I
make a
know.
bunch more thieves tool.
I know it's 2 in the morning.
In the
I've
middle
just
of the
been
night.
practicing. I've been practicing, and I happen to break them, and it's my own locks. Trust me.
Just trust me.
Okay. Well, what do you got? You break. You're like, crap.
I didn't have enough. I thought about getting an extra set, but
Well, you
Do you
can just
wanna
get
try the
picks,
Zabari
right?
route now?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
Take
no,
that.
hold on. Don't break anything. Don't break things in the house. It's going to be inspected in a little bit. Forgot about that. No breaking stuff. Other door. Should we try the other one? Come back to this. We have a key.
Yes, I believe so.
yep. Just go to the other door. Check it
All
out.
right.
It's peeking around the corner of the bookshelf. Is that one warded?
Show you the little. I'll show the people at home that that Hunclay Manor up on top. That's pretty cool. That the art that's on there. They did a nice job of making that.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So who is going to go? There is a ladder like extending from the ceiling, and then there's a door.
Let's.
Do you guys want to go up?
Yeah.
Well, eventually, but let's do the door
You go to
first.
this floor first. All right.
Is there a
Check it out.
dome above us or a ceiling?
A ceiling.
Okay.
So the dome's going to be up that ladder then.
Well, maybe.
What do you guys want to do?
Door or ladder?
Door first.
Now let's check the other door.
All right, check this door, guys. He's like peeking around the bookshelf. I believe in you.
Sure, clean that up real quick.
Ooh, this looks promising.
All right. Who is at the door opening it?
So it's me.
I was like, it's either Slick Willy or Vamir.
I'm standing next to you.
All
I'll do
right,
it. Fine.
I will read it. This bedchamber is richly appointed with 3 armoires and 3 tall wardrobes. A canopied bed with a large locked chest at its foot, a writing desk and chairs, elaborate marble tub, and a thick bearskin rug. Apparently he likes bears. Maybe he likes playing Baldur's Gate.
I steal the bear skin rug.
Just check if it has a
Vamir,
witch symbol
this
in it.
room radiates moderate magic.
Boy.
As you near the edge, you can see it kind of like the whole room kind of like mist, kind of see kind of energy swirling through it. Think of almost
Okay.
like wisps going, but you recognize them as
Room
arcs of
is-
magic.
Yeah, and I'll just let everybody know there's not incredibly strong magic, but there's a lot of magic in this room. I'm not entirely sure exactly where, and I'll try and pinpoint where some of the magic is, or if it is just like everywhere.
You're getting the sense that it might be some sort of ward.
Ward. Okay.
Like think of it like imagine if you had a consecrated area in a church or like an area like a guarded area. It's like an area effect ward of some sort.
Okay.
It's like Vamir, as you walk through Vamir, that's what you see.
Yeah, I don't have dismiss. Can I try an Arcana to get rid of it again, or is it too powerful or something?
Let me see what it says. Okay, you can certainly try. This area can certainly be. You can use thievery or arcana to remove this.
Okay.
By effectively messing with the ward stones that are around the outer edge. But of course, you could actually cause serious problems if you don't do it right. This is definitely done by an expert wizard or sorcerer of some sort. What would you like to do?
Yeah, once again, I'd be like, going to try to dismiss this ward. Just be careful. It could go wrong.
All right, what's everyone else going to do? Are they going to stay where they're at?
Yeah, I'll stay by the door.
Okay.
Dr. Miksi is
Exciting
just going to
minute.
keep looking through books. He's
All
just
right.
kind of opening them at random in the bookshelf and putting them back when he's...
You're able to mentally catalog, by the way, Dr. Miksi, some of the more rare and some of the less rare books. If you wanted to grab them and without them anybody noticing, you certainly could. Of course, that's up to you.
No,
But yeah,
he's not going to take them. He's just kind of hoping he'll get lucky and find the ledger while he waits for the wizards
here,
to do their
guys.
wizard stuff.
Or if
Yeah,
we find
absolutely.
anything else with a witch symbol in it.
Yeah, he's just kind of picking out a book, flipping through it haphazardly, and then putting it back.
Guys, it's just over here.
Most of these books seem to be long, old books. Now, whether he's had them forever or not, you're not sure. None of them seem to be probably something that would be transacted in a item bazaar like the Witch Bazaar. That they would have more like utility books or like formulas with spells, things like that. All right, Vamir, why don't you go ahead and give it a try? Let's see what happens here.
All right. 28.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, you manage to try moving the stones around. You kind of arc one and you almost get it out of misaligned. You hear the whole room is kind of and you put it back. You're like, whoa, that was you thought you had the right idea, but it isn't quite right.
Boy, that's a hot
Oh.
roll.
That's gonna be like a nat 20 or nothing.
Yeah. At least a 19, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I want to keep trying.
You're
it.
in there. You're not dead yet. Wonder what the ward is. Can you tell what the ward is at least?
Yeah. I mean, with a. I mean, I just with the 28. Do I glint anything else besides just like how this is really high level magic ward?
No, what you know is it is a ward, and when the ward triggers, it's going to either do two things: either something physically going to happen, which you don't think. You actually think it's probably going to cast a spell, but you don't know what spell it was because you weren't there when it was created.
Yeah, when it was created.
As Vamir, I guess Dr. Miksi from the other side of the door goes, do you think you're in the ward now?
Yeah, he's the room is
the ward
warded,
covers the entire room.
but he's basically like reaching over to like the ward stones that are used to create the area, and he's kind of trying to manipulate them to disable it. Think of it like mirrors. We were trying to put mirrors in the way of laser beams and stuff like that in modern sense. But he's trying to do the same thing by disrupting the flow of magic that is keeping this in place.
Yeah,
I'm not a wizard, so I
Mission
can't tell
Impossible outfit, and I'm just realigning lasers right now. Jeez.
It looks to be very strong magic. If Hunclay was a high level wizard of some sort, he may have cast this at a much higher level than you are.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to
Higher
turn around
rank
and be like,
spell.
this is. Sorry, this magic is beyond me.
Well, nothing happened, right?
Yes.
What if it's a Hunclay spell that tells him when somebody's in his room? Well, he's dead, right? Maybe it didn't do anything.
I'll read the room
Not
to you,
sure
Dr.
I'm
Miksi.
not sure you know how this works.
So, Dr. Miksi, you see a bedchamber is richly appointed with 3 armoires and 3 tall wardrobes, a canopied bed with a large locked chest at its foot, a writing desk and chair, elaborate marble tub, and a thick bearskin rug.
I guess I could send a summoned creature in there and we can see what happens to it.
Well, Vamir's already in there. I mean,
No, he's just sort of reaching into the room here.
Yeah. Realigning some stones.
The worst case scenario, I think, would be some sort of an alarm.
Alarm or 18 fireballs directly in the entire house. No, something stupid.
Every room gets 12 fireballs.
Yep.
Yeah,
There goes his library, though.
That's
He
what I
wouldn't do
call
that.
balanced encounters.
Yep.
I mean, I'm not all
Guys,
for
you
100%
should've just seen it
balanced
coming.
encounters, but mostly, we're here to have fun.
Well, we need to check this room out, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What do you think
We
about
do need
my
to
summoned
do-
animal idea?
We can give that a try.
Miksi
guess.
has Ophelia's jar and going, so you can just summon one?
I mean, we're
Yes.
burning time right now
Yep.
on these spells, so we need to move fast. So yeah, if you could summon it quick, have it fly into the room, maybe touch something on the desk.
Yeah, it takes you a few seconds to summon a creature. It takes me a whole week to make another Ophelia.
Yeah, no, this is probably the smarter option here. And who knows, maybe it could grab something for us.
Can you summon a monkey?
I can. In fact, that's what I was just looking at.
It's gonna come
So-
at you like Spider Monkey.
I'll use a level 1 summon animal. And
Raccoon?
we'll summon a monkey.
All right, you summon,
Summon
a
him
monkey.
right outside the room, right in front of
Alright.
me here.
We'll yeah, okay. You're gonna put you summon a monkey. It appears before you.
Look at that, Ophelia. It looks like it's alive, but it's not. Isn't that crazy?
All right.
And I'll tell
Because
him
Vamir didn't go into the room. He was just looking. He's trying to get rid of the ward, right?
Yeah. You said he was just kind of reaching in and messing with them. I'm gonna say, hey, be real quiet and stealthy, and go check the doors, the handles on that wooden compartment over there in the corner. I'm sort of pointing around this direction here. Just check the doors on there. They're like this, okay?
All right. Let me read something to make sure I'm not doing this wrong.
Go steal that open ledger that's sitting on the desk.
Look, it's open to the
Okay.
page that says, I do crime all the time.
All right. as the monkey kind of walks up to the door, he kind of goes to put a foot forward. He looks back. He goes, ha ha ha.
No.
Yeah. He leans forward a little bit. He kind of has his foot almost in the door, and he goes, ha ha ha.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's looking at you.
Just quietly go in there and check the handles on the thing. On the desk.
He puts his foot down just inside the room. When he does that, you see that the entire room radiates with a stronger conjuration magic. It begins swirling around.
Oh God!
And suddenly, what the rug itself, the bear rug, lifts up off the ground almost like a flying carpet, and then wraps around itself as a burning core of fire erupts from within.
Oh, what?
This poor monkey.
And the monkey goes, let's roll initiative. I'm going to bring up the initiative tracker. We're going to roll initiative.
All right.
Oh God!
And then we're gonna find out what happens here as you see this thing go whoosh, like forming around. Let me bring up the initiative tracker. This is so awesome. All right, put yourself on the initiative tracker. Okay, everyone's got their.
Should go
Does everyone have the
yeah.
initiative in?
Yes, it looks
Okay.
like it.
Okay, let me set the initiative
We might
tracker
have
up
to
over here
sort it.
in a way in which we can, and I'll get it sorted here. All right. As you see this creature, this flying carpet kind of wrap around, and you see a burning fire kind of go inside of it. It's something's happening. Shadwick, it is your turn. You get to start us out. What are you going to see as this thing starts doing? And you see the monkey go, oh.
All right. There's my monkey. So this is a. It doesn't. Does it look like it's an actual bear?
Yeah, well, it's a bearskin rug that's wrapping around like around itself, like a tunnel, like a tube, and inside a burning fire is erupting inside of it.
Like a fire elemental kind of thing, or
It's up to you. You can try to use not recall knowledge. You can try to do all kinds of stuff. Right now, you don't know what's going on.
I'm just gonna tell the monkey to run over and grab what's on the desk. Just go grab it and run back out here. He's got a movement speed of 25 feet and a climb speed of 20 feet, so he shouldn't have any trouble.
So go ahead and he can move over there, climb up, and grab something if
10,
you want.
15, 20.
Yeah, how many actions does he have, though?
He only gets 2. He's a summoned creature.
We're going to have to distract the bear, or that monkey's getting one shot.
Sorry, I didn't ask him to do that, did I? I asked him to go and open the door on the desk.
You can tell me. He can walk over.
Yeah, if
open
it's
the door
your
on the
turn
desk.
first, you can use command, right?
Yeah, so you can do whatever you want. Are you going to use one of your
that's true.
actions to command your summoned creature? Because then he gets 2 actions, and you lose 1 for him to gain 2.
Right.
He's like,
Okay, I'm gonna have him do a move up onto the
Okay.
desk. Okay.
he can move to there and
He can move
climb on the
25
desk.
feet.
and
Yeah,
then he's
5, 10,
done.
15, 20. He has a climb speed, so he just gets. I think you should just get up to there, right?
Does he have a climb speed? So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25 takes him to the top of the desk.
To right there, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see here. So I
At the
come
top-
in.
I will tell you what you can see at the top of the desk here.
Yeah, what does he see? I obviously I won't see it, but
Yeah, he's going to see. Let me bring it up here. There appears to be some paper on top of the desk, and a kind of a quill and a pen and some paper. There's also the. Let me move this over here. Yeah.
I guess would Vamir would have been able to like peek in the room at all? Like we knew
Yeah.
there was a desk.
No,
right?
but there's you can see there's basically some paper, a writing quill, that kind of stuff on the desk. That's what you
All
use.
right. So sorry, I can't see all of that stuff,
Yep.
and I'm kind of getting into metagaming a little bit.
That's
My
fine.
command would have been to run in the room and try to open up a drawer on the desk.
That's fine. So he does that. That's what he does.
Okay.
All right, what are you going to
So-
do?
So that was my one was commanding him, and then I'm going to.
You
boy.
see him walk up, and he opens up the drawer, and he kind of looks inside, and he goes, "Oh."
There's a golden light that shines up on the monkey's face.
Yeah.
We can't see what's in there.
His face melts off.
A royale with cheese. What are you going to
That's
do?
2 actions, huh?
What are you going to do, Shadwick?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 would get me right to him, huh?
You tell me what you want to do. You see this thing kind of forming. You think of it like the thing is literally curling around itself, and a burning fire is erupting inside the core of this carpet.
Yeah. Oh man. All right. I think. Oop. I was right here. Double checking my movement speed. I think I got up to 30 now with my fleet. I do.
Yep.
All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm gonna run into the room too. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. What do
All
I
right,
see?
you run up behind him.
Right behind that monkey. Yep.
All right.
What do I see in
As you can see, there on top of the desk is some kind of paper. There's also a quill pen and some writing utensils inside of the drawer that he's looking at. Oh, you can also see sitting on the writing desk is a gold ring set with a fat black pearl.
Ooh. Guaranteed to be a cursed black pearl.
And also probably doesn't have the witch mark on it. Not like we can investigate under duress here.
There's
Yeah.
like a 10% chance putting that on lets you control this creature.
So you ran over there. You looked at
I
the
did.
desk.
I did. I looked
Now
in
what-
the
yeah,
drawer.
you have
All
a-
I see
you
is
have a third
writing.
action.
Well, all the writing stuff, right? Nothing that
Commanded
looks.
there.
Nothing that screams journal right now.
Yeah.
Is what I'm hearing.
So that you ran over, you saw it, you
All right.
commanded your thing. So after
And
you,
the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cast one action shield on myself
all
and
right.
turn around and face this thing.
So in the future, if you're gonna like examine a desk, that's an action, right? So running over and examining, it's okay this time, but next time, just so you know, like if you're in the middle of a fight and you're looking at examining what's on the desk, that'll be like your action. But for now, that's fine. You have your shield up. I just want to give you for future. Zabari, what do you want to do?
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to make you feel like I'm robbing you, but that's what are you gonna do, Zabari? You hear this eruption of this fire going. It's almost shaking and shimmering, and Shadwick's like, "Well, I guess I'm running in with my monkey." You don't know what he's doing with his monkey in there, and you might not want to know.
Gonna punch the monkey.
Are you talking, Zabari?
Well, yes, as a matter of fact, I am.
What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm gonna go in.
I say you bust in there and find the goddamn evidence.
You run to there. Is that how far do you move right now?
Where is this thing building itself up? Is it right in the center here?
Yeah, it's right. Imagine it right out above the about 3 feet up or 4 feet up where the bear
rug is?
was. Yeah. Let's just say it's something. It's like.
Is it huge or is it big, large?
Yeah, well, it looks like it's you can see the size of the bear. It's big, right? Most bears are probably going to be, unless they're small black bears, are going to be probably large, grizzlies and things like that. All right,
Dang it, he's bigger than my first one.
You run up to that. What are you going to do, Zabari?
I think I'm going to hit it.
You're going to attack it?
Whack
Yep.
it.
All right, go ahead and make an attack.
23.
All right, you strike at it. Let me see what happens here. Are you going to hit something? What do you want to do? Give me some damage?
Yeah.
Some
7
damage. here.
points damage.
How much? 7?
Mm-hmm.
What kind of damage did you do?
Slashing.
Slashing. Okay, no problem. You run up, and you hit the thing. And kind of, little part of the fur just kind of cut a little bit. Is there anything else you want to do? You ran up and you did that.
Mm-hmm. It took him 2 moves to get there.
Did it take him 2 moves? Okay.
Yep.
All right. That brings us to Dr. Miksi. Dr. Miksi, you see this thing kind of forming.
Do I recognize it at all?
You can do a recall knowledge on it if you want.
Is that going to be a Arcana or a Nature?
I'll let you know. But I'll take care of it for you. But it takes you an action to do if that's what you're going to do.
Yes. Yeah. I try to recall knowledge.
Okay. This appears to be a summon. They're summoning some kind of a fiendish creature.
Something's coming through. It's another demon. Get ready.
It's fire based.
I can smell that. It's awful.
And I'll tell you that whatever's coming through is going to have a resistance to fire. That's part of your recall knowledge. So that was one action. What else do you want to do? Throw some fire in there?
I'm a little fire, Scarecrow.
I think he's going to prepare this blood bomb that he has. Well, maybe not the blood bomb. Not the blood bomb. Gosh, what do I do here? Well, I suppose could I draw my crossbow and fire it at the thing?
You certainly can draw your crossbow. Is it loaded? Oh, good to go? Ready to go? I don't know. Is it load 1 per crossbow?
Do I carry it loaded?
It's up. I let you tell me. What do you think you probably would do?
Well, he was a soldier, technically a medic, so I'm sure he would load it when he gets into trouble.
Okay, I'll let it happen then. Go ahead. You draw your loaded crossbow and fire it. Where it's gonna get a little AC boost because of Zabari singing its way. 23 is nice. Unfortunately, that will be enough. Yeah, because Zabari is not that big of a target. All right, go ahead and give it some damage.
Looks like 8 piercing.
Nice. All right, that brings us to Slick. Slick, what are you gonna do? Oh, I'm assuming you're done. Okay, Slick, what are you gonna do?
All right. I guess it's on. See, 5, 10, 15. Okay. I'm going to try and tumble through. There I am. To here. I'm assuming that fails.
Yes, that does definitely fail.
So I will not be tumbling through.
That rug caught you up real good.
It did.
Okay, well, you rolled that. You critically failed, but there's no side effect of critically failing to tumble through other than the fact that you look like an idiot.
So much for getting panache.
Negative panache. You lost aura points.
Well, I will draw my rapier and stab at the...
Ching! You draw your rapier and you stab it. Go for it.
17.
17 is going to wildly miss. You hit the side of it, and your rapier almost glances off the side of this heavy fur body.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you ran forward, drawn. Okay, all right. It is now the beast's turn.
Oh boy.
We drop him on the map here. What you see appear before you as the creature, the skin kind of wraps around invisible bones, almost like the fire within burning within. You see this bear emerge, kind of like bursts out of the skin, like a boom, 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 creating shape. And from there, you see this horrific, fiendish grizzly bear. As it appears, it stares at the group of you. It is going to... I'm trying to think if it wants to do a big thing right away. Might as well. It takes 2 actions to emit a hellish roar upon being summoned. The bear lets out an infernal roar, releasing a shockwave a shockwave of flame in a 15-foot arc. So I'm going to get Slick and Zabari. So that'll be Slick and Zabari, and I need and each creature within the area gives me a DC 21 basic reflex save.
27.
Nice. So you'll take half damage. What'd you get, Zabari? 13. 13 is going to fail, but not critically fail. That's good. All right. So it's going to. You're going to take 10 points of fire damage. You'll take half of that. With Zabari, you'll take 10 points of fire damage. Just think of it like a arc of flame comes burning out.
Oh shit! They're gonna report it stolen. The rug.
All right, that's
I
two
don't
things.
think
it gets,
that's the worst of our troubles right now.
That's two things it's going to do, and then it has one more action, and it's going to take that and use its fiery jaws to pierce down upon. You got 3 people here in front of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like Zabari, you're going to attack again. Does not like you. Maybe it has a.
Maybe that armor.
Yeah.
You got this, Zabari.
He's like, I want to melt that armor.
I've seen you fight bigger beasts.
All right, he's going to hit armor class 25.
That'll hit.
Ooh, yeah.
All right, you are struck by this big maw. So he
Do
goes,
you have that shield thing you can do?
and he bites at
Yes,
you
I did it
with his
enough,
maw.
though.
When he hits you with his maw, he grabs you with his teeth. That's all. And you're going to take, not that much damage though. 5. So you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Oh, not that
I'm
much.
over here cheerleading.
And
Like, you got this,
more,
Zabari.
and 5 more fire. I forgot that he had a +5 to his damage. So
You
10
got this,
points of
Zabari.
piercing and 5 fire.
Ooh, you bit him right in the. Oh, that's a bad one. You're fine, Zabari. Looking good. You
All
got
right.
this.
That was the Fiendish Grizzly. That brings us to Vamir.
Okay. Would you let me like clamber over the tub if it's like treated like difficult terrain or something?
Yeah, you can use it as difficult terrain. I will say, standing beside the Fiendish Grizzly Bear, it is extremely hot.
Yep.
You can all feel it.
Okay.
It's hot.
10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Okay. That should
All right,
be
so you're gonna
fine.
run. You basically run up and dance through the tub.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna telekinetic projectile at the bear.
All right, go ahead. Give me a telekinetic projectile.
Nice. 19 to hit though.
19 to hit. No. Miss.
Dang it. That
It's
would
heavy. It's heavy fur and fire-lined burning soul refuses to take damage from you.
Dang it. That would have been great. All right. That's
Oh.
all. That's all 3 of my actions.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right, that brings us to Shadwick. This spirit is just. Shadwick, what do you want? Shadwick, you are right next to the creature. So what I need you to do when you start when the finished creature, fiery hide. Any creature that starts its turn adjacent to the finished bear will take DC basic 21 reflex save or take 1d6 damage.
Oof. All right. Reflex save, eh?
Yep, 21 is what you want.
No problem.
Nice.
So you got 27, so you'll take half. You take half of
Really?
one,
It's
which
not
is
a basic?
1. Yeah, it's a basic.
So it should be. Isn't it?
21 gives half damage. If you fail to take full damage. If you critically fail to take double damage. And if you critically succeed, you take none.
All right. One
You
point,
take
you're
1 point
saying,
of fire
okay.
damage. All right, what are you going to do, Chadwick?
Oh man. I was thinking about using my Oracle feat here, but I think
You mean you're gonna run?
no,
He's like, I'm out.
not at all.
I foresee this going poorly.
I think I'm gonna step over here
Okay.
into. I I guess I'll go. Can I go kind of between these two things here? Just away from the bear.
Yeah, you can't step into difficult terrain. So you
Alright.
can move there, but you can't
The
step.
monkey's small. Can I share a space with him?
Nope.
Double checking right now.
No, you cannot. You can.
He's
You
tiny.
can. Yeah, you can
He's
move there,
tiny.
but if this thing is reactive strikes, it can hit you if you don't. If you
The
don't.
monkey is tiny.
Yeah, you are medium.
Yep.
So you are medium. I think you can occupy the same square. I'll double check next time, but I think that's fine for now. As you do that, the monkey looks up at you. He's like,
Yeah, I just step into the same spot. So I do the steps that avoids attacks opportunity.
you
right?
almost step into the monkey's poo.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna. I guess. Oh man. I see Zabari and Slick Willy and Vamir are fighting this guy. I'm gonna take it upon myself to try to grab the paperwork that's on the desk here.
All right, you
start
grab
looking
you,
for.
you grab the paper that's on the desk.
It's just a paper, right?
Yeah, it's a piece of paper on the desk.
So but we're looking for a journal, actually, right? So I'm trying to find that. And you said more writing equipment was in the one drawer. Is there other drawers in here?
Nope, just the one drawer, and it looks like it's just more like writing utensils.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's less useful than I
Yeah,
thought.
the only thing you've done now is you moved over, and I believe you're grabbing the paper on the desk.
I'll look at the paper, so I'm taking an action to actually look at it. I'm guessing it doesn't have any spider stuff on it, right? The witch symbol on it.
It does not. What you see is, I can tell you in a second here.
Yeah, I was gonna say last time it was sort of just kind of glancing at stuff, but I'll use an actual action this time to inspect it quickly.
All right. What you see here is it says, what the paper says is there once was a pirate named Red who slept with a keg by his bed. He'd sail and he'd plunder, then snore like the thunder with a parrot that cussed as it fed.
Limerick.
Hunclay's writing
I am
poems.
about to go down for a limerick.
Yeah, I'm not grabbing that. Okay. Then that's not what we're here for
Well,
right
you
now.
grabbed it and you looked at it. That's what you don't have to take it, but
Yeah, I mean, I was inspecting it, right?
okay, that's fine.
So
Put it
yeah.
back down or it's IP theft. I don't want to deal with that.
And since I did not see the witch symbol on it, that is not a target that we were taking. So no, I'm not gonna try to collect that or anything. Okay, and I have one action left, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I'm gonna raise my shield again and face the bear again.
All right, you raise the shield. All right, Zabari, battered, bruised, burned. This giant fiend stares down at you. It looks almost as if it has no more worse for wear than it was when it arrived. A tiny little scratch. It doesn't care.
Honey
I
badger.
can fix that
Not a honey
bite.
badger.
Hold strong.
Fire badger don't care.
Fire badger.
I'm about to hit him again.
All right, you're gonna raise your axe. Any
Sword.
special type of attack? You're just gonna swing for the fences.
Ooh.
Swing for the
gonna swing
fences. That will hit.
Nice.
For 11
You gotta
points of
strike him.
slashing damage.
Strike him
Nice.
for 11.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's your first attack. Your big axe. What do you want to do now? You attacked once.
Yeah. I'll attack twice. 16. probably doesn't
16.
hit, right?
16 goes wide. The creature's kind of lurches to the side. It doesn't even touch him. Come close.
He started his turn.
What's that?
He started his turn.
Oh yeah, do give me a
in the
save. I do
fire.
need to get a save because you're in the area. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
I forgot about it. So go and give me a reflex
reflex.
save as well.
Okay.
Oh, you're great at those.
What'd you get? Is that your
Oh,
Okay. You're gonna take double damage from the fire.
Okay, then I go down.
You're gonna take 4 points from the fire. I don't know if you went down.
Yeah,
It's
no.
4.
It's +5 for when attacks.
Yeah. So it's 4. You're gonna take 4 points from the fire damage. You've done 2 attacks. Thanks for reminding me, Mike. I appreciate that. You have one more action left. Make sure you subtract the 4 damage from yourself.
Yeah.
You have 5 hit points left. Is that right?
I got 5 hit points left. Yep.
Nice. All right, 5.
Oh, I don't think so.
What are you gonna do? You're standing there. This thing is gonna burn the heck out of you.
Well, if I'm gonna go
raise
down, I'm
shield?
gonna go down fighting. I'll raise my shield.
You gonna raise your shield? Okay. Well, I will remind you on your next turn. If you stay in that area, you'll have to make a save right when your turn starts again.
Okay, well then.
If you're still there, I got something for you.
Okay. That's you guys to decide it for yourself. I was just giving you a fair
Okay.
warning. All right, there your shield has been raised.
If I step out of the area, does that provoke an attack of opportunity?
If they
we
have
didn't-
reactive strike,
Not if
they
you
get
step.
to take it. If you
Okay,
take a
then I
step,
will
which is
step.
5 feet, you don't have
I
to.
will take a step out of there then.
All right, cool.
right,
Now
so
you're
no
not going to
shield.
get reactive strike.
Yeah.
All right, cool. That brings us up to Dr. Miksi. Dr. Miksi, this bear looks barely injured.
Boo.
Of course, he's a summoned fiend. So how good is he going to look? You're not sure.
Yeesh. Well, I'm going to step into the doorway,
Okay.
and I'm going to do a battle medicine on Zabari.
Nice.
I'm going to try to patch him up. These burns are nothing. I've seen worse.
Yeah.
Let's see. So I do a medicine check with a DC 15. I guess I could attempt a DC 20 check to increase hit points by 15.
It's up to you.
I use my crafting modifier. That's a plus 12 to try to hit a 20. He's got 44 hit points. If I fail, he doesn't get healing at all.
If you critically fail, you can do damage him.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, gosh.
So if you roll 10 or lower, you can actually damage him.
Believe in yourself.
I believe in myself. I'm going to roll for the 20.
The 20? Come on.
I'm
Let's
going
do
to push
it.
it. Here we go. 19.
Oh,
No!
you failed. Shoot. Nothing happened. You just failed.
Do you have a hero point?
Do you,
Yeah.
It's up to you. You have a
only get
hero
one
point
a
left.
night.
You can use it.
You only get
only
one a
get-
night.
I only get one. I think.
And
I
roll a
don't-
7. Your net was a 7.
It's up to you.
Yeah,
What do you
I'm
wanna do?
gonna hero point and roll it again. 31.
Ah,
Nice.
Holy
It's a
moly.
critical
That's gonna
success.
critically
Critical
succeed.
success.
So you get
Yeah.
4d8 plus 15.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Roll it. Roll it. No
That's a
ones,
hero
baby.
right
Come
there.
on, big numbers. Heal him all the way up.
4d8 is 22.
That is awesome.
Plus 15. 2 8s.
37.
37. Nice.
He's almost full.
Almost, yeah.
That's 42.
Oh my goodness.
Way
You
to
feel
go.
a surge of energy. You are unkillable, metal man.
So you did
It's like so
38
good.
points of healing to him?
It's a bunch of calamine
37.
motion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I
Rub down.
used a hero point and a 1-a-day battle medicine cooldown on him.
That
Nice.
is awesome. That is fantastic. Way to go. Slick, can you top that?
17.
Oh, wait, I stepped back out of the door.
17 for
When
the
I'm
reflex
in the
save.
doorway-
It's going to, I think, fail. Let me double check.
What's that, Eric?
Sorry, I was just wondering if there's
Yeah,
any
21, yeah.
windows in the room.
No windows at all. So you're going to just
Okay.
fail. You're going to
Excuse me.
take, you're going to take the full 4 points of damage of fire.
Okay.
You kind of sit, literally, it's this burning hot. What do you want to do?
So I'm going to tumble through 20. That's its
Against its
save.
reflex save, and I believe 20 is what you need.
All right. I'll go to there, get panache. I'm going to
So
attack.
So that'll be 20 feet of movement to get there, just so you know.
but
All right. All right. Now go ahead and go
I
and
have
attack.
50 at the moment. So,
Yep.
and I will use my
Finisher.
finisher.
All right. Gonna finish it up. Come on.
Ooh.
20.
Armor class 20 misses.
Oh.
Shy. This is a big creature.
I still do my,
You missed the attack, right?
but I still get to do, I still get the
Was
So
it?
damage
failure.
on
You
that.
deal half of your precise strike damage
Okay.
to the target.
Got it.
Nice.
How much is that? 2? What did
Well,
you do?
half of my precise, it's 2d6.
Oh, because you're doing a finisher.
So 3 points of damage to it.
Okay, got it.
And then I will move out of the aura.
All right.
Hey, just a quick question. Did you already use your hero point too?
I did.
Okay.
All right. Fiendish Grizzly gets to go. All right. It's going to... Fortunately, it does not have reach, which irritates me to no end. All right, so it's going to... Let's see, who is it going to go for here? Who does it still like Zabari? It probably doesn't know it's been healed, so it doesn't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no. It rushes forward to here.
Oh god.
And when it does so, I feel that the wizard might be in trouble.
Oh boy. All right.
All right.
Bring it on.
All right. It's going to make its first fiery jaw attack on you. Ooh, I might have missed you though. I rolled an 8 plus 13 is going to be
You hit me.
yeah, it's still going to hit you. Damn,
Yeah.
it didn't critically hit you though. You're going to be hit for almost minimal. No, not technically not minimal damage. It's gonna be. I only have 5, so it's 10 of piercing plus 2 fire. Actually, not bad.
Yeah, I'm at half hit points.
That still happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna try
Oh,
to.
terrible damage.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he's gonna try to bite you again, but this time with Matt. Oh shit! Critically
Nat 20.
hitting you.
Okay.
Critically
All
hitting you. Let's see what happens. Okay.
Straight to dying 2, guys.
You go to dying 2.
Well,
gonna-
not necessarily.
We'll see what happens if he hit that.
Well,
that
yeah.
so, hold on.
Yeah.
So,
Could
hold
roll
on.
a 1 on damage.
So
That's fair.
he has a. So he does 24 piercing damage
Well, okay.
Okay.
and 12 fire.
Does that kill me outright?
Can you be killed outright? What if they do? I think let's double check. I don't even know.
I only
24
have 24 hit points plus an additional 12.
I see under instant death that you die instantly if you ever take damage equal to or greater than double your maximum hit points.
Okay.
Double.
So you
then
have to
I'm just
take
dying
48 and a hit.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Just
I'm just dying.
So
Just dying.
you're just dying 2.
Yep.
Okay, good.
No.
Now, I haven't come close to that rule yet. Not usually it's more like that's a lot. But you see that it walks up, boom, hits you with one bite and bites you again and just you see him and he goes he almost slams you down. It's like then he looks over at Slick Willy and is like All right, that brings us to Vamir. We're gonna move you to the above his right now, so you're out of death's door right now, and then we're gonna go to Shadwick. Shadwick, you are up. What are you gonna do?
Holy crap. He just ate Vamir.
Basically, he did the. You know how like a dog will grab its chew toy and just shake.
All right,
the
first
shit
thing
out
that
of it?
happens is I need that
was
monkey
Vamir.
to make a reflex save, and you.
Fair.
No, just not for you. I don't know what the monkey's reflex save is. Is it just a stat block?
That's a +7.
All right, give me a reflex save.
All right, so just roll 20 plus
Yep.
7.
No problem.
You
Not
rolled
enough.
1.
It's gonna take.
So they-
It doesn't critically. Well, you rolled a 1. He takes critical damage.
Oof.
Takes 6 points of fire damage.
He has 9 hit points, so
Oh, wow.
So
he's not
still
dead,
up.
but he is injured. Yeah.
He's like.
And then I got a
"Oh!"
reflex save.
He looks at his
Yeah.
tail. It's got a burning thing. He's like. "Oh."
I dodge though, right?
You're not there. It's only him, right?
No, do this sharing space.
I'm in the same
Oh,
square.
you are underneath him. That's right. I forgot you were there. Yeah. You
Yeah,
you
so
made it.
I'm like,
So
I'm like,
you
dude.
just you'll take 3 damage or half of 3 damage, which is 1.
All right, yay. I'm still singed, to be fair.
Yeah. All right, what are you gonna do? I forgot he was even there. I just saw the monkey's weird
Got
outline.
to shot the monkey.
All right, Shadwick, what are you gonna do? This grizzly bear comes running up, just smacks the crap out of your wizard. You see Vamir is just lying there.
It does. Let's see. It's fire too, huh?
You know from recall knowledge that this thing has resistances to fire.
Right. Yeah, I can kind of saw it grow out of fire. Okay. Well, I guess I saw them use slashing and piercing type attacks on this thing already, right?
Yep. And it seems to have done the full amount of damage to it.
So that's useful. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my I have a gouging claw cantrip.
Yeah.
2 action. I'm gonna use that to attack it. Basically, my limb just morphs into a giant clawed appendage. Just.
All right, let's see what you got.
Slash at it. We'll see.
Hey, your attack is 22 for gouging claw. That'll be enough to hit.
Excellent. All right, so we're gonna do the old 3d6 of slashing damage.
Oh, it's awesome!
Plus.
Come on.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, I got 2 6s in there. That's almost max damage right there.
You got 17 damage to it.
I did plus 3 persistent bleed damage.
Yeah, so it's gonna take 3 points of damage at the end of his turn, and then it's gonna roll a recovery check. And if it beats a 15, he's no longer bleeding. And if he does not do that, he's gonna keep bleeding. 15's hard. It's flat.
All right, so for my third action, I'm gonna do the old shield it once again. So I'll have that up again. And then the monkey is a minion. And minions have, I can give them commands, of course, in combat. But if I don't sustain a command or give it an action, it says, if given no commands, minions use no actions except to defend themselves or to escape obvious harm. Him standing here would be obvious harm for him.
I think so, yeah.
I'm going to suggest that he's going to just scunner over and hide under the desk here.
Not to be a rules lawyer, but shouldn't have the monkey taken the fire damage at the beginning of the turn as well?
It did.
It did? Okay, okay.
He critically took it.
It survived.
That's why he's running away right
I
now.
thought minions had like 1 hit point.
So I'm going to say he just scurries into the corner.
That's 4th edition. They have 1 hit point minions.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fine. All right, that brings us to, I think you're done then, Zabari's turn?
Yep, that's it.
All right, Zabari, you've been all healed up and nowhere to go. All you can do is run in.
Okay, I'm gonna run in.
We need you.
And
Now you are
Flanking.
flanking.
Ooh.
All right, flanking, what do you want to do? I assume you want to throw your weapon down and hug it?
you assume wrong.
Oh, come on.
26.
That will hit. That will hit.
Okay, for another 11 slashing.
Nice job. All right, pittance, it's fine.
It's fine. It's all fine.
I'll try and hit him again at 21
nice.
for another 6.
Ooh.
21 is going to hit because you are flanking.
Flanking.
Nice.
I think it's 22 is our target now, guys. Well.
And you did 6 more?
Mm-hmm.
This thing's
and
like,
he's going to step out.
okay. All right, that brings us to Dr. Mix-a-Lot.
The doctor is back with a brand new invention.
What are you going to do about things?
I'm gonna walk into the room 20 feet. Oh man, I think I can throw it at him.
Range is 20.
Range 20 feet.
Yep.
Yeah, let me just check. You can throw the vial at a willing creature within 20 feet as an interact action to heal that creature. So I throw it at Vamir.
Yep, boom.
And I deal 25 healing. Not 25, I'm sorry, 5.
5, yeah. So,
Just
Vamir,
5.
you're healed 5 healing. You're
would be
also
1
now
healing.
wounded 1.
I'm out of vials. Get back here.
Dan, you soak up a lot of damage by going down.
Yeah, I took up, I think it was like, it ended up being 24 healing damage to down me. So, I'm at
for sure.
19 down.
That's pretty brutal. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
It doesn't splash when I use it for healing. And then I run back outside the door. because that's working.
Oh, this is dangerous. All right, Slick,
Yeah.
you're kind of cornered up against the bed. See the bed kind of just slowly starting to just char up on the sides.
Yeah, that's not
What do you want to do?
great. First of all, I will 27 reflex.
Yeah, that will not critically succeed. So you take half. You take 1 point of fire damage.
Okay.
All right, what are you gonna do?
I am going to pick up Vamir.
All right, he is conscious, but you're conscious now, right? But you can pick him up off the ground. Perfect.
I am conscious.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
threw,
healed
he threw a vial at you. You should have 6 hit points.
But if you start your turn in this thing, you're
He
going to
has 5.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
I'm going to you know, let me move around. Can I carry him around?
you can. It's considered difficult terrain. And what's your strength score?
12.
12. I think that's for now. I'll let it slide. I think that's fine. So I think your bulk's gonna be too. How much are you carrying right now? How much bulk you got? How much are you under your bulk limit?
I have encumbered at 7. I have bulk 3 right now.
All right, I think that'll be fine. You can go ahead and move. I'm gonna give you a 5-foot penalty to your movement. That's it.
Okay.
So you pick him up. Ugh.
All right. And then so 5, 10, 15.
The bed will consider difficult terrain if you want to go either way.
25, 30.
All right, you got to drag him to where now. I'll move him to wherever you're at.
He's so fast.
Yeah, he's crazy fast.
35. Yeah, I'll have to, and then I'll just dump him right there.
Yeah. Okay. You pick him up, you move him over to there, and you dump him like a bad girlfriend.
And then I drop him for free, right?
Well, if you drop him for free, yeah. Normally I could be a dick about it and say he takes hit point damage, but that's fine.
It's falling less than 5 feet.
He's just falling for you, man.
Ah,
Yeah.
And that's why you're dumping him. He has anguish from you dumping him.
he's makes
Well, yeah,
emotional
you're-
damage.
As you pick me up, I just look up and I'm like, I was about to die, and I just see your beautiful face
Let's get a little
holding
hard
me.
Miksi goes,
can't-
thank
yeah.
you, Slick, I'll take it from here. And the next face you see is Dr. Mixi's grinning, snaggle-toothed face.
Just
All right, so-
like going from heaven to hell.
I'm gonna think I'm gonna call that. I think I'll call that 2 actions. What else do you want to do?
I will raise my buckler.
Okay, got it. All right, Vamir laying flat on the ground on your, but not burning.
Yep. I'm gonna stay on the ground and reach my hand over to Slick and cast resist energy fire.
Oh, beautiful.
So you have 5 resistance against fire damage.
How long does that last? Is that 1 minute or 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Nice. That's awesome. All right.
That's nice.
And then you can also do one more thing other than cast if you want to stand up or
I'm gonna. Can I crawl out the door?
You
crawling
can?
is actually it's pretty slow. You gotta look up the crawl rules, but you can figure out how
It's
the fire
like-
crawl.
You can move 5 feet
I
by
only
crawling
need-
and continuing to stay prone.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can crawl
Actually,
into the door.
crawling to me would save me
You
an
can
action.
crawl. You can crawl into this
Yeah.
further. I'll call
Yeah,
that.
I'm
fine.
just
The
gonna
door's open.
crawl here.
Yeah. It's kind of a hard corner, but it's story element. That's fine. All right.
Okay.
He's
Thank
got a
you.
good
Fiendish grizzly
doorway to
bear.
grab.
Now I gotta be a little okay. Fiendish grizzly bear. Ooh, we got Shadwick there. He looks so good. But Zabari, I mean, he comes in his own can. So let's see.
It's a hard, crunchy shell.
Yeah, he's got a hard, crunchy shell. Let's see. 1, 2, 3,
Soft,
4,
gooey
5.
innards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, not that gooey.
Zabari looks like he's tempted. He wants that soft inside. the stuff that cries at chick flicks. All right, he's gonna do.
That's just me.
That's his soul right there, Zabari.
So it's going to move.
Yeah, no, it's oh, that's right. He has to actually have to move to hit you. No, he's not gonna do that. Screw that. He's not that smart. The Fiendish grizzly bear is going to attack Shadwick because he's not smart enough to actually move to hit anybody else. So he's going to take a bite out of Shadwick if he can.
Bite out of crime.
I rolled a 14 plus, so it's 27.
I like it.
That's going to hit, but not crit though.
No.
And he's going to hit you for Oh, here, this is gonna be bad. Finally, I rolled a good roll.
I'm gonna use my shield.
All right, to absorb some damage. Nice. So it's gonna take 19 points of piercing damage
Let's see
and
here.
5 by fire.
19
can absorb
and
it.
5.
Yeah,
So I had the shield raised already.
you did.
And its hardness is now increased by 5. So I
So
think
it's
that
10.
means its hardness is 10 now.
Right. So it's gonna pop, and you're gonna from that 19, it's become 9, and then you're
9,
gonna take
and then
5
5.
points of fire. That's
right.
awesome use of that spell.
It's better, right?
Now you can't use your shield for 10 minutes.
Right.
All right. Boom.
Still hurting.
First attack.
hurting.
Second attack, he's gonna try to grab you. Gonna use his claw.
You.
He picks up his claw, and he's gonna kind of swipe
what
you
I
with
was
it.
doing.
Different than hitting with his maw. He's gonna try to claw you at a map plus 9. I rolled a 19 plus 9.
Oh, jeez. 28.
So he's gonna hit you for 28. Is that what's your armor class?
I'm a 20 AC, so it's not
Nice.
critical.
Okay, not a
You already
critical.
subtracted the 5 from that?
Yeah, 19. Yeah, a 19 plus 9 is
Not that it would
is
matter.
my map. Yeah. And it's plus 4 because he's considered finesse weapons, but yeah. So you're gonna hit for 7 points plus 5, so 12 points of.
really low.
That hurt.
All right,
This is a tough roll over here.
and then because he uses claw, he gets a grab at a non-map.
Oh God.
So now he's gonna use his athletics to try to grab you, and that is really high because he's a bear. So. Oh, but I only rolled I'm going against your Constitution for that, so it's gonna be 20. What's your Constitution?
16. And you subtract as his third action?
No, because he has his attack gives him a grab as a second at a non-map attack when he makes a claw.
Oh,
hit.
wow.
Yeah. Whereas like his bite does fire damage, his claws can grab you.
All right, I'm grabbing then, eh?
So you are now considered just grabbed.
That was his third action?
That's his third action, yeah. And you are grabbed. All right, that brings us to Shadwick. Shadwick, you are now grabbed. Give me first of all your savings throw. Let's see what's
Double
this,
checking
what's
what that does to things here. Looks like that affects my AC. And it says I'm flat-footed and immobilized and all sorts of fun
No,
stuff.
you're not immobilized. Oh yeah, you are immobilized. You're right.
Yep.
You're right. I apologize.
Can't use any action with the move trait.
Correct.
And then, let's see, grabbed, held in place. If you attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, DC 5 flat check or it's lost. And then flat-footed is that's the -2 to
Yep.
AC. Okay. And I didn't see anything about how to escape the grab. Is that just
You can use an escape action, and you have
acrobatics?
to just defeat their defeat their fortitude.
If athletics
What is that
or acrobatics.
Yeah,
your
you can
choice.
use either one, but you have to defeat their fortitude. It is a bear. I'm just going to forewarn you.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's not looking great.
Let's see what my. Oh, you wanted me to roll a reflex, didn't you?
Yeah, did you
Oh,
already
yeah,
do
for
that
the fire.
for the burning damage? Okay,
Only
so
16.
You're gonna take one more fire. That's not too bad.
One more. Yeah, it's not that bad.
Okay, so he's done all that. So you take 1 point of fire damage. What are you gonna do now? You're grabbed. This thing is gonna try to just maul you.
Yeah, next turn is not going to look good. And pretty much all of my spells are manipulates as well.
That's the sucky part.
Yeah. Yeah, being a caster here. I think. Oh. I already summoned an animal. He's hiding in the corner. Doing so good.
Sweet angel.
You look up. He's staring. He's reading through a magazine. He's like, "Wow."
Yeah, he ran to safety, thankfully. I could do. Oh man. I can't believe even like the dazed spells are manipulates too.
Yeah.
Just like every spell is basically manipulate.
Oh, by the
Well-
way, the Fiendish, he has to mill his flat check, otherwise he has to take his 3 damage. His flat check failed, so he took 3 more damage.
Who?
The bear,
Yay.
because he's bleeding. I forgot about it.
Well, he took the 3 and then it failed, so then he's gonna still have it next round.
Yep.
Okay. Well, that's good at least. At least he's leaking.
Yep.
Man. Okay, what am I gonna do?
Who knows? He's looking battered, right? He's looking battered. You've done a lot of stuff to him. He's not near death where he has maybe 2 hit points left, but he's definitely not. He's more than bloody, that's for sure.
Even the daze spell is stunned 1, right? So you just lose 1 of your actions in the next round, right?
Correct.
All right. Well, I got him up close here, or he's got me up close. Either way, so I'm gonna try the gouging claw once again.
All right, make your flat check, which is
flat
5.
check.
It's only a 5, right? You don't need to get a 5.
Yep. We'll see. All
Does
right.
it do a die
I passed
roll?
that.
All right, you made your flat check. So now go ahead and cast your spell.
Ooh.
15 is not enough, though. It's going to be he's
No.
light.
Which is kind of silly because he's literally holding me next to him. I think I should get a +7 for
You're
that.
probably fighting
He's got
against
like a
his-
joint lock on you. You can't move quite good.
He's probably rattling around and you're trying to cast it. You know?
This is a magic claw that just came out though. You should just
He's a fiendish
peer right
grizzly.
into him like you know when you have your lightsaber and it's pointed at the guy and you just like open it up through them. It's like
That's a forbidden technique, and you
Yeah,
can't do
all
that.
right. That's not what happened. So that didn't work, but I will tell the monkey to attack him.
Come on, get in here, man.
Oh my god!
Come on, monkey, take one
Okay.
for the team.
Run forward and attack. Go for it.
Oh
He's got a jaw attack that so he can jump up on this guy and bite him. Basically, it's +7, so he's gonna do that. He runs over to here, and then he runs up here and leaps into the air and tries to.
Kind of like at the end of Jurassic Park, the first one where the Velociraptors are attacking. Go ahead, jump on top, do your damage. Come on.
So
Maybe
here's
you
a-
can-
King Kong side B.
He's a +7 to his attack. Let's
Come on.
see. What do you got, monkey? Let's go. 15. That's the same roll that I got.
He
Good
walks up
job,
and he goes
monkey.
I learned
He's
it
just
from
gnawing.
watching
He's
you.
gnawing on fur and doing
He
no
look-
damage at all.
he just looks up here and he goes,
So that was his 2 actions, right? So there you go, bud.
Boy.
You got 2 hit points left.
yeah, he's probably, unless something happens during his turn next time, it's going to be.
Critical success.
All right, Zabari, what are you going to do? Can you finish this off before Shadwick meets his end?
Hey, he's being threatened by this monkey.
Yeah. Yeah.
The monkey
That's true.
is a great distraction. There's a monkey on his back.
Ah,
Roll
16 is
more,
light
roll
though,
more.
even with being off guard.
Do you have any hero points left?
I have a hero point
We
left.
only got 1.
Yep.
Come on, use
I'm
it.
gonna
Come on,
use the
big
hero
money.
point.
A
Yep.
heroic swing.
Critical. No. He rolled a
Plus
19,
two
but
with
he's
the
obviously
roll.
he's got him off balance, right? He's got him off guard, which is a 21, which is 1 short.
ah.
It was 22. Dang it.
Bastard.
Okay, we'll try one more. Nope.
Nope, he's just swinging.
Yep. And I will step out.
We've been
Well,
doing
you
a
ran
very good
out, no,
job in
because
this.
you ran in and you swung twice, so you're there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So put
We
yourself
haven't
back
been
in
doing
that
a good
square.
job in this fight, buoying each other's skills very much.
Did you get what I said, Graham?
Yeah, so I'm still in the influence.
Yeah, because you ran forward and you attacked twice. That's your 3 actions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You and make sure you check your feats there, sir, because you may have feats that can do some cool
Yes.
stuff. And yeah, I just wanna-
Yes. I have something in mind.
Okay, sorry, I'm not running your character. I'm just helping. All right, Dr. Mix-a-Lot, what are you gonna do?
Right. Have I done a battle medicine on Vamir yet?
I
Not
think
today.
not.
I'm glad we waited a whole day for everything to cool down. I'm going to do a battle medicine on Vamir. He doesn't have a ton of health points. He's easy, so I'm going
Yeah.
to go for the regular check at DC 15.
Come on, made it.
23.
Nice.
He gets
That's
2d8.
almost a critical success.
You get
13.
13
Oh, nice.
hit points.
Not bad.
Nice. That's good.
And then Mixi's going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I move into the bathtub and take cover in it?
Well, I'm going to call it difficult terrain for the bathtub.
5, 10, 15, 20. So I guess I can, if I jump in here, that's 20 feet.
Yeah, that's.
Can I make it to the other end? Like, so
if you have total movement, you can move in. Moving through the I'm calling just moving into the bathtub just difficult terrain. It's just easier that way. You can move there, sure. If you want to move there, that's fine. Go forward 5 more feet. If you have the movement, go ahead for it.
Yeah, I have 25 feet. It would be 20 as the crow flies.
Yep.
And okay, cool. And then I'd like to take cover in the bathtub. I'm small. I hope that works.
Yeah, you can. No problem. You can actually use it.
Yeah, I'm realizing I could, I think, do 2 battle medicines in one go. I'll expose myself a little bit to try to do battle medicine on Shadwick.
That's fine.
I'll do it.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
You're gonna get the 2 points armor class boost for being in the tub. Anyway.
Cool. I'll take cover next turn if I'm still here. But let's try crafting. Ooh, critical success on the.
Ooh, nicely done.
That is awesome.
4d8.
I'll take it.
Holy shit! Oh my god!
Holy moly!
Talk about the healer.
Nicely
Whoa.
You
done.
can do nothing, bear. Your burns are nothing.
That is awesome.
Flat 27 though, right?
Yeah, flat 27.
Excellent.
Yeah, that is
Wow.
crazy.
Jesus,
This is huge. This
All
is
right.
huge.
I have spent long hours healing burns.
Yeah, you have.
That's true.
And bites, apparently.
Anything else you're gonna do this round?
I have
ran
had to
forward.
heal
and-
a few bites. I did.
All right,
Burning bites at that.
Slick. What do you got going on?
All right. I'm not in there, but oof.
What are you trying to do?
Tumble through.
Okay,
What's its
it's
reflex?
A reflex is you rolled a what? 19. Not
19.
enough. Where did you end up at? Next to
Okay.
him. Okay, so you ran up and you kind of juked and jived him, and he's just
It
like,
bounced off.
I'm gonna try again.
no problem. You can
tumble
try
through.
it again. Yeah. There you
25.
go.
Okay. So with panache on the other side,
All right.
flanking with Shadwick. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Yep. That's how
he
it
might
works.
be. He might be off guard. He might be off balance just because he's
I'm-
grappling.
I'm flat-footed.
No, you can.
But
You
I can
should.
still
You're still
attack him, though.
threatening. You're still threatening,
Yeah,
right?
I can still attack him. Yeah.
But, okay. So,
Yeah.
And I am definitely using my finisher.
Come on, hit him.
25.
That's
There
gonna
you
hit.
go.
How much damage do you do?
That's
Oh no!
really
So you
wow. And that was 2d6 plus. and
plus
plus,
one,
I get
plus
my
two.
finishing
Yeah.
Yeah, don't forget your. Yeah.
for 7.
So 13 total?
13 total.
All right.
That's nice, though.
It's not bad.
All right. Vamir. Vamir, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna
Stand up.
Yep, I'm gonna stand up. And
Stand up for
another
your
action, stay concentrating on resist energy.
We have a right
Right.
to use our arms against this bear.
I don't think you have to
And-
concentrate on resist energy. I think it's just 10 minutes.
Is it his bear arms?
It has a
You
concentrate
should wear
trait.
gloves.
So
against
that
this
just means you have to be able to concentrate to cast a spell.
Oh, okay.
So for like
Perfect.
a barbarian raging, can't use anything with a concentrate. There are spells you have to sustain, which is the concentrate from 5e. Does that make sense?
Okay, then yeah. All right, then I will stand up and use telekinetic projectile.
Come on. Burst it, baby. Come on.
Oh,
Attack 32?
Hit
That's a crit. That's a crit.
Oh, crit. Okay, so
That's gonna.
Oh my
Wasn't-
god.
Wasn't a huge crit
Turn
roll.
off.
Not a huge
Turn
crit
off
roll.
auto critical. Because
Yeah, I gotta turn
actually,
off
that's I don't
auto-critical.
think that's right. Oh, it is ×2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
I gotta turn that off, but yeah, so 12 damage, but yeah.
No. Hold on a second. It's 3d6, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, he rolled
Did
6.
you really?
But the number just shows 6 times 2 instead of an actual number. So that's not that's your critical damage isn't set correctly in the cantrip. I would
Okay.
just say just roll your 3d6 and then double it.
Well, he rolled the 10.
Yeah, just make it 20. That's fine.
Let's make it 20.
That works.
All right,
That
make
works.
it 20.
But yeah,
I'll fix
it-
that for next time.
It won't matter. I mean, you guys are going to be just. You guys are going to be completely destroyed anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so it's his turn, but unfortunately, he's destroyed.
nice.
Yes.
Telekinetic projectile for the wind.
Way to
Does
go,
it leave a
Vamir!
bear
Way to go,
rug?
Vamir! All right, with that, we got a quick turnaround today because we got stuff going on, but we got a chance to find the big baddie of the bedroom.
Does the one rug
Big
fall to
baddie
the
of
floor?
the bedroom.
Shadwick certainly does.
found a limerick. You found a bear skin rug that burns for your desire, and you figure out how to handle your monkey. So
Most importantly, that monkey is going to be around for like another 5 rounds.
Hell yeah.
what you do with your monkey in your bedroom is your choice.
So
It's not my bedroom.
is it completely dark in here or is it lit up on the inside?
No, there is no lights on in here right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I'd like to mention Dr.
they're
Miksi.
using their goggles and the potion.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah,
Because there's no window, so you wouldn't be able to tell. So we can light torches and shit.
yeah, you can. And with that, we're gonna be running short on time. So all your dark vision and stuff is going out with starting next time. All right. So with that, we're gonna wrap up. Zach has something going on that he has to take care of.
Good luck.
And so good luck with you, Zach, on your stuff. We're gonna close this out, and then we will continue with this in 2 weeks. Next week, if Zach's available, we're also gonna try to talk about some wizard stuff. We'll see. All right. See you guys all in 2 weeks. Enjoy the summer so far.
Thanks.
And Cameron, if you're watching, I hope you had a good time.
We're gonna find that ledger.